Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. What is up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Marcus Speaks Live, the very podcast that gives you trending topics and other random things. People, if you could do me a favor, please like this video, share this video to your social medias and friends and family. Please comment in the live chat. I will be chatting back to you guys and showing your chats on the screen when I'm conversing with whatever chat that I see. And if you could, please, if you are new here, please subscribe, hit that bell icon to all so you can get all of my notifications. And when I post a video, uh, and when I go live and all that other good stuff, Sorry. So please don't be shy. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and chat in the live chat. I will be talking back to you guys. Now, every Friday I do this here podcast called Marcus Speaks Live, the very podcast you're watching right now, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm on hiatus as far as Saturdays go, but usually every Saturday I also do a game stream, a gameplay stream at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. So if you guys want to come and check me out, then I don't know when I'll be back, but um, once once I once I find a game worth playing again, I'll start Marcus Speaks Play back up. But usually you can catch me here every Friday, all right, at 8 p.m. So once you have already done that and you have already subscribed to me here on YouTube, please go to the description box of this video or any other video that you may watch and find the Rumble link. Once you find the Rumble link, hit the Rumble link. As soon as you get the Rumble, follow me on Rumble. All right, it should take you straight to my channel. All right. If you want to come talk to me, you can. There is a link pinned in the live chat as well as the call-in number, the channel number, 302-283-9791. I repeat, 302-283-9791. Now, if you are calling out of country, I have no idea how you do that. And if you don't have long distance on your phone, but you want to call, I guess you hit 1, then the number, and then call me, and then we'll talk. But if you do that, if you do any of that I have asked of you to do, it comes with rules. All right, we're not going to be up here all willy nilly. Rule number one: you must be on. Rule number one: you must be on camera at all times. That means once you get here to the backstage, have your camera open so I can see who I'm speaking with. All right, have your microphone on as well. But please stay quiet in the background. But rule number two, if you don't want to be shown to the audience, that is fine. You still have to follow rule number one. And I will ask you, when I pull you up, to turn your camera off, and then I'll pull you up here, okay? So, another thing. Rule number three. I don't have this on the prompt in front of you in the lower third, but if you're gonna call, please use Please use wired headphones. All right, it's better audio quality. You won't be skipping in and out and stuff like that. So please do me a favor and use wired headphones. Any sort of wired headphone you have. All right. Please mute all background noise as well. Mute me in the background if you have me on your television or on a tablet or on your phone. You should completely pause or turn it off if you do call me from your phone. It's just for a better audio quality, as well as if you are calling me from your phone, use those wired headphones, or a tablet, use wired headphones. Or if you have a setup already, if you have a podcast yourself, go to your computer. All right. So that's that. The last thing I really have is, please like this video, subscribe, hit that bell icon to all so you can get all my notifications and when I go live. Comment in the live chat, and please share this to your social media and your friends and family if you think that they'll be interested. Also, the scrolling ticker, that is for you. Read over that. It runs all episode. So, you'll be able to catch certain spots you didn't get to look at. That is for you, all right, to look over. If you have ever seen my show, you know that I like to play videos. Now, my podcast consists of my own opinion, articles, and videos. Not all in that order, but that's what it consists of. So, I would like to say this before I start. All articles and all videos are accredited in the description box below. All right? As well as all articles have been altered from its original form to help fight plagiarism, because I do not own any of the materials that I will be using tonight other than my own opinion. All videos are credited in the description box, but one thing I want to put out there is this: fair use is not just a YouTube policy; it's also the law, and I want to follow both in tandem. So, if you guys don't know what fair use is, well, this is exactly what fair use is. Let me turn this music down a little bit because I won't hear myself. Oh, it's not on. I'm sorry. This is what fair use is.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to tell you about fair use. It's the law. Warning. It's the law. Warning. It's the law. Warning. It's the law.
All right, for some reason it doesn't want to play, so we'll do it like this. Warning! Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107. All right, so that's fair use. We got through that. Let's turn the theme music off. Let's turn some real music back on. So, people, usually how I start my show out, is with short banter. But I don't have any. So that concludes short banter for today. Anyway, let's get into the main topic of the night. And without further ado, tonight's main topic of the week's overview is Diddy. Diddy accused once more. I think that's what it says. I should have brightened up these words a little bit. Yeah, Diddy accused once more. The irony. Let me get myself together. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just waking up from a nap and stuff. You know what I mean? Shit happens. So this is, I don't want to do that right now because I might mess some stuff up. But anyway, y'all, your boy Diddles for shizzle my nizzle is back in the news. Who saw this coming, right? I think we all saw this coming. So your boy Diddles is this has became a recluse. This dude has been doing all kinds of stuff since God knows when. And it's wild to say, but Diddy's out here just doing the most to whomever the hell he wants. Literally. So how should I do this tonight? Because I just don't have just an article. I actually have the court document, and certain parts I won't be able to show due to YouTube. But I have no clue when this shit is coming up. So what I should have done was, can I put the count, the count of the, let me see, uh, table of contents, highlight notes, bookmarks. Let me see the table of contents. All right, let's take that down. Thumbnails. Yes. Yes. That's what I need. Let me see it first, see if I need to make any adjustments. I do need to make some adjustments. Because there's certain things that I can't show. So I'm going to do the best I can, and once things pop up, I'm gonna have it to where you guys can't see it, but you still will be able to get through with the show or whatever. All right. So now that I have that in order, so let's get to this, right? So Diddy was accused, and I get this article from NBC News. Sean Diddy Combs, or Diddles, accused of sexual assault by male music producer. So, music producer Rodney Jones, or Lil Rod, the irony, because I heard that's what Diddy likes to take, and that's what he likes to give. But anyway, um, we are going to be getting into uh, this whole thing. All right. So, usually I start us off with a video. Let's get into that video.
Oh, nah, you guys. It's all bad. As if Diddy's situation wasn't bad enough before, things have gotten much worse for Diddy. Now, according to TMZ, Diddy is being sued by a former male employee for sexual assault. Now, Rodney Jones, aka Lil Rod, he was a former producer and also videographer for Diddy. According to him, he claims he was repeatedly sexually assaulted by Diddy, and also Diddy made advances towards him. Now, I'm gonna warn you guys right here, this shit gets crazy, it gets kind of graphic, so please brace yourselves. According to Lil Rod, he believes
It gets graphic. It gets pornographic. That's what it gets.
Diddy was trying to groom him into having sex with him. He goes on to allege that Diddy forced him to watch a video involving Stevie J having sex with another man. He also included a screen grab of the video to let people know he was not capping. There's also more allegations. He says a female cousin of Diddy's girlfriend, Young Miami, also sexually assaulted him. Now it gets even worse. Lil Rod says Diddy brought prostitutes to the house in Miami, and on one occasion, he said he was present at the house and was drugged and possibly raped. Now, we do have an update and response from Diddy and his attorney. They are denying everything Lil Rod is saying and also calling him a clout chaser and a liar. Diddy's attorney put out the statement saying, yo, Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. If you guys remember, Diddy spoke out a couple months ago saying, yo, everybody that's suing me, everybody that's coming out now, they're all looking for payday.
Hold on. I don't know if my drops played. Hold on. Let me play this one. Let me wait for it. Okay. All right, I can hear him. I don't know if they played or not, so okay, my bad.
Days. That's literally what they're doing. His attorney goes on to say his reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. She says we have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. Our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored. We'll address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them. So listen, man, Lil Rod.
But okay, hold on. He's had what, 4 prior. First one was Cassie, and then another person came out, another woman. Then another woman after that, which I believe that woman, she said she was 17 years old at the time. And I did that show. I showed the pictures and everything, and shit does get a little graphic. What else? There was another person after that, and then after that person, I believe, it was Lil Rod, this one right here, but I believe Diddy is going to have a fifth one soon. But we'll get into that. I don't have any information on that one, but we will get into that. I'll talk about it a little bit of everything that I know about it. Anyway, let's finish this video up.
You better be right about these allegations because this is a wild, wild claim. Now, 50 Cent, who has been called out recently by Floyd Mayweather for clowning Diddy about his allegations, 50 did not hesitate to respond to this. He said, "Oh shit, I'm on the floor dead. Somebody bring me back to life." Whack 100 also chimed in saying hashtag bad boy for life. And the plot thickens. Crazy part about it is the worst is yet to come. Hashtag party party. At this point, if you're Diddy, what do you even do? What's your options? Do you continue to stay quiet off social media and have your lawyers continue to respond to these allegations as they come to you? Do you do interviews, speaking out, addressing all the allegations and facing them? Because no matter what, both ways, you look crazy right now. You guys get in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about.
All right. So, we got a lot to cover. We have a lot to cover. I'm going to try and get through this article as quick as possible. I might switch in and out from the article to the court document. So let's get into the article. So as I said, I got this article from NBC News, and your boy Diddles is out here doing it again. Whittle Diddles is out here just diddling folk as if they want to be touched. Now, Sean P. Diddy Combs was sued Monday in a federal court by a producer on his most recent album, the Love album, who accused the music mogul of sexual harassment, drugging, and threatening him over more than a year. The producer, Rodney Jones, and that's a weird picture right there. I'm gonna blow that up in just a minute. I'm sorry, wrong. Here we go. Rodney Jones, or Little Rod, says in the lawsuit that he lived and traveled with Combs from September 2022 to November 2023, sorry. During which time he recorded hours of video and audio of Combs, his staff, and others engaged in serious illegal activity. Well, see the activity that you see on this damn picture, that's Cuba Gooding Jr. And Cuba Gooding Jr., for some reason, is all hugged up on this man. He's touching, looks like over here he's touching Rod's hand. No, Rod's hand's right here. It looks like he's touching Rod's knee. He got his arm around him, and Cuba looks like he got the bedroom eyes, which is wild. But he said Cuba was at those parties too. That's what they said. That Cuba was at them parties. Now, I don't know what consists of a party, but they was out there. That's all I gotta say. They was out there. All right. So among the allegations are that Combs forced Jones to procure sex workers and pressured him to engage in unwelcome sex acts with them and others, and that Combs gave laced alcoholic beverages to people who attended parties or parties at his homes. The lawsuit includes what it says a screenshot from gatherings hosted by Combs by Combs at Combs's home, that included underage girls and sex workers, some of whom he said were provided drinks that had been laced with drugs uh, at Combs's direction. The suit, filed in U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York, also names Combs' adult son Justin, his chief of staff Christina Coram, Universal Music CEO Sir Lucian Greenwich, and former Motown Record CEO Ethiopia yeah, Ethiopia as defendants. Jones says in the lawsuit that Greenwich, Ethiopia, Motown Records, Love Records, and Universal Music Group effectively worked together with Combs in a RICO enterprise uh, that failed to add what the hell? Let me see. Let me see. Adequately monitor, warn, or supervise the actions of Combs, his son, and his chief of staff. A RICO enterprise is any individual or group that acts together to violate the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act. Jones is seeking $30 million. Representatives of Quorum, or Greenwich, I guess that's how you would say his name, Motown Records, and Love Records did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Ethiopia could not immediately be reached for comment. Representatives for Justin Combs said in a statement that he categorically denies. Blah, 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 blah. Damn, I'm getting tongue tied already. So Justin Combs said in a statement that he categorically denies these absurd allegations. They are all lies. This is a clear example of a desperate person taking desperate measures in hopes of a payday. The statement said, there will be legal consequences for all defamatory statements made about the Combs family. Any attorney for Combs said Jones reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. Our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored as Mr. Blackburn refuses to return our calls. The attorney, Sean Hawley, said in a statement. Let's see, where are we at? Hold on, I'm sorry. The suit is the latest in a series of damning allegations against Combs. According to Jones's lawsuit in or about August 22nd, August 2020, Combs called Mr. Jones and requested that he produce several songs on his R&B album, The Love Album, Off the Grid. which was released in September 2023 and was nominated for a Grammy. Mr. Jones agreed in his life has been deter. Hold on. Okay, and his life has been determinately impacted ever since. Excuse me, y'all. The lawsuit says, and we will get into the lawsuit. Jones alleges that Combs's sexual assault. Sexually harassed and assaulted him while he lived with him at Combs's homes in Florida, Los Angeles, and New York, as well as a yacht Combs rented in the U.S. Virgin Islands. The harassment and assault included constant, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus. That's crazy. Of his anus? Yo! This nigga was groping your anus, homie? That means that he would have had to reach in your pants in order to grope your anus. He was fingering your anus, homie.
Bruh.
I don't even think I really want to know. I don't want to know. I really don't. I don't want to know. But my man, you out here letting Diddles diddle you, homie? That's crazy. But let's move on. Groping his anus, according to the lawsuit. Jones says he was forced to work in Combs's bathroom as Combs showered naked in a glass enclosure, according to the lawsuit. When he raised concerns about the behavior to Coram, Combs's chief of staff, the lawsuit says she dismissed him as friendly horseplay, stating that those acts were Mr. Combs's way of showing that he likes you.
Bruh.
I don't need another man to show me that he likes me that much. Like, look, homie, I don't even like. Why am I in here? Why you why you bathing? Get one of those Bluetooth. Well, nah, don't even call me while you showering. Like, that's even wilder. But how you gonna allow this man to ask you, yo, come in the bathroom, son. I'm in here showering. We need to talk over some business real fast of how I'm trying to conduct this album. Like, what the hell are you talking about? No grown man could solicit me into coming into the bathroom while he in the bathroom. Nah, it won't happen. It won't happen. My dude was showering while Combs was out here just butt ass naked with suds.
Bruh.
Y'all remember what Toothpick said in Don't Be a Menace? You ever seen soap suds go down the back of a man's ass? That's what the fuck Lil Rod talk about. This shit is wild, yo. This shit is wild. And before we go, like, come on, yo. I need to turn this music down a little bit. turn my stream deck up a little bit. I don't think y'all can really hear my drops like that. All right, that's better. But come on, yo, like although this shit seems unreal, it still sounds real because of all the crazy shit we heard in the Cassie lawsuit. Like, y'all remember that's where we found out what a freak off was. That's where we found out what he was doing with Cassie with the the sex workers. That's what we found out about Diddy drugging people or drugging her with ecstasy. And then in various videos, you can hear his ex ghostwriter Mark Curry basically say that he every time that they would go to the club in the VIP section, there would be two bottles. One bottle was for the women, the other bottle was for everybody else. The bottle for the women always was laced with ecstasy. So we can neither confirm or deny these claims for the simple fact that this shit seems on par. Like that's the only thing that I can really say. This shit seems on par. It seems on brand, I should say, since he's a mogul. Let's say that it seems on brand for Diddy. So, we can only hope to think that it's not true, but I don't like that nigga, so you know what I'm saying? So fuck him. You know what I mean? He did it. But I forgot where I left off at, honestly, because this shit is wild. I shown that he likes you. Okay, so the lawsuit accused Quorum of aiding and abetting Combs' sexual assault of Jones and of working with Combs to groom him into accepting a homosexual relationship. Jones also alleged that he was forced to solicit sex workers and perform sex acts with them to please Combs. Now, y'all, it's a lot of shit like popping back up on the internet. You can usually see most of this shit on Twitter. Twitter really is having a field day with this shit. Mostly with someone that's implicated in the lawsuit, mostly, but there so it was a video, right? So is it, I don't know if it's Vanity Fair or what's a couple of those other big magazines, Rolling Stone, Vanity Fair, um um was it Elle magazine? You got Cosmopolitan. It's one of those. They got a YouTube channel where they ask um 70 questions to celebrities, basically like to get to know them and stuff like that. So there was one with Diddy where the very first question that was asked, the guy asked Diddy, he said, to clear all rumors, do you prefer men or women? This nigga said, depends on my mood. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? Like, what you talk about, son? We thought you was a heterosexual male. What are you talking about? Depends on your mood. But that's what he said. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not putting this on him. Anything I say, y'all can research. I usually say after all of my videos, before I get up, before I get up on out of here, I always say, if you don't believe a word I'm saying, do your own research. It helps you out in the long run. So don't believe me. Don't believe me. Go on your computer, or if you have an Xbox or a PlayStation, or if you got a smart TV, just go to YouTube, type in Diddy's 70 questions or whatever, and then it should be right there. The first question: do you prefer men or women? And he says, depends on my mood. It's like, what? Anyway, moving on from all of this, this gay shit. Let's see. To aid in a alleged recruitment, Jones said Combs provided him with an exclusive bad boy baseball cap and required him to wear it to a Miami establishment as a signal to any sex worker he approached. That Combs was in town and had sent Jones to recruit them, the lawsuit says. Jones alleged Combs, whom he described in the suit as forceful and demanding, and someone who does not take no for an answer, leveraged his power as one of most influential people in hip hop and business to intimidate him, including by threatening to inflict bodily harm if Jones did not comply with his demands. On one occasion, Jones alleged Combs forced him to watch as he displayed guns and bragged about getting away with shooting people. Now let's stop there. When this lawsuit came out, a, uh, uh, a lady made a TikTok post, and uh, she described herself as the woman who Diddy shot in the New York nightclub back in 1999. And if you guys remember that case, Diddy was at a nightclub with then girlfriend Jennifer Lopez and his artist at the time, Shine. Uh, Rumor has it is that well, it's not really rumor. This shit actually happened, but he just got off on all charges because he had the dream team. He had uh, uh, Johnny Cochran. So so the chain of events was that Diddy had I guess a VIP section. He was partying it up. He was throwing money, and a dude that was in the club, I believe he maybe was like a drug kingpin or something. He didn't like what Diddy was doing, so he approached Diddy. I guess he told Diddy, "Yo, all that flashing and shit, homie, it gotta stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my spot. You ain't about to blow my spot up. Like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck you think you doing? Who the fuck you think you are? Like, chill out with all that fuck shit, right?" So I guess words got exchanged from Diddy, like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm Diddy, nigga. Like, I can do whatever I want. I can Diddy bop if I want. I can Diddy bop, you know what I'm saying? Like he was telling this dude all kinds of shit. For some reason, someone pulls a gun out and starts shooting. And niggas start running. Because, you know what I'm saying, when you're in an enclosed space and you're hearing gunfire, you get the fuck out the spot. I remember when I was I think I was 19. I went to a party in Delaware, Newcastle County. So, like, basically, Newcastle County is basically Delaware. Like the other two counties, Kent County and Sussex County of Delaware, that's slower Maryland. We're talking north of Delaware. So North Delaware is basically where all the shit happens. Like Kent County, Delaware, basically where is where some racists live, and you know what I'm saying, is basically country life down there. And then Sussex County, lower slower Maryland. I mean Maryland, Sussex County, Delaware, lower slower Delaware. Uh, that's all farmland. Like that's basically where like you might find like some chicken farms. That's what Delaware's kind of known for, is chicken farming. And you know, that's what reason why you got the University of Delaware Blue Hens. It comes from the chicken farming industry that's in lower slower Delaware. So I went to a party in Newark, Delaware. It was either Newark or Christiana, or whatever, same area. It's just, you know what I mean. So I'm with a couple of my homeboys, and you know we chilling. We got invited by somebody that we knew, and you know, we just sitting there, we gigging, we having fun. You know what I'm saying? We dancing and shit, just having fun. You know what I mean? Meeting people that the dude knew, and you know what I'm saying? They dapping us up, talking about where y'all from. Oh, y'all from Elton, Maryland. I ain't never heard of the place. I'm like, well, it's right next door. Damn, I just said the town. I'm gonna edit that shit out though. I'm gonna edit that shit out. Uh so yeah, so we basically was chilling. We was hanging out. They had drinks flowing. And you know what I'm saying? They was like, yo, if y'all want to drink, you know what I'm saying? We got alcohol right there, and nobody card, and y'all can go ahead and get yourself something. So, you know what I'm saying? I got a drink. I got a vodka and Sprite. And I was just hanging, you know what I mean? Chilling with everybody else. Later in the night, some shit starts happening. We start hearing some arguments and shit like that. Nigga pulls out a gun. Gunshots ring out. Me and my homies, we was already by the door. We got the fuck out of Dodge. So we running. Like we passed my homeboy's car. We said, nah, fuck that. We ain't getting shot. We ran down the road. We just kept running. So I can see with the 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 lady that was talking about Diddy in her TikTok, where she was like, "There's not a shadow of a doubt who shot me. Diddy pulled the gun out. Diddy started shooting, and I got shot in my face." Y'all can look this picture up. It's a lady with a bandage across the mid part of her face, because that's where she got shot at. So Diddy sitting here pulling guns out, bragging about, yeah, I shoot motherfuckers and get away with it. And he does. It's not the only thing he gets away with. He gets away with lawsuits as well. If y'all can direct y'all's attention to not one but two lawsuits. We'll go backwards though. We'll stick on the 1999 club shooting. They said in press conferences, and his lawyers said that the gun that was pulled out in the club was not Diddy's. So it was only two. It's only two other people to blame, and that's Jennifer Lopez and Shine. Well, Jennifer Lopez wasn't known to have guns. The only person that they could look at was who? Shine. Now, uh, Shine got locked up. He did what, like 9 years or 15 years or something like that. Then after I think he got out in 2009 maybe. So, or was it 2012? I can't remember when Shine got out. But Shine got out, and he got deported or whatever. So you know he's been a active member of the Belize government since then. So you know, more applause to to shine. But there's one before that y'all probably didn't know about. So, this is probably around the time Diddy was working at Uptown Records. Diddy throws a little get together or a party down at Howard University, which is his college that he graduated from, down in D.C. So he sold tickets that was at capacity of the facility that he was using. He was like, nah, fuck that, let's get this money. Started selling more tickets. So now the facility that he used was over capacity. But party was jumping. Party was rocking. Like everybody was having fun. Like everybody was doing the WAP. Everybody was doing the freaking shit. Like everybody was having fun. Well, some shit happens. Something happens in the party. I believe some gunshots rang out. Once again, the irony.
Holy shit.
Oh, hell no! So, what happens? Niggas start running. Like, oh shit, don't look back. To where I believe it was like 7 to 9 people were ran the fuck over. Like they fell, they collapsed because all of the commotion, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers falling, they can't get up. They got stomped out. They were flattened to the ground. Well, Diddy got off with that lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who he had as his lawyers at the time, but gotta remember, he was an upcoming music producer, and he also was a intern for Andre Harrell. May he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? He like Diddy was becoming that dude, but he got off on that as well. Now, lawsuits aren't something that Diddy is you know, is something that Diddy knows all too well. Somehow he gets off. How does he get off? I have no clue. Well, let's get back into the article and let's see how he does it. So Combs forced him to watch as he displayed guns and bragged about getting away with shooting people. In a separate incident, Jones alleged Combs shared that he was responsible for a shooting in a nightclub in New York City in 1999 with the rapper Shine, born Jamal Brower. A jury acquitted Combs of gun possession and robbery charges. In connection with the incident with Barrow, was sentenced to 10 years in jail. Yep, he did that time. Jones was terrified of Combs and felt he could not tell he could not tell him no, according to the suit. Mr. Combs consistently made it clear that he has immense power in the music industry and with law enforcement, the lawsuit says. Jones says in the lawsuit that he has video and audio evidence to support some of the allegations. Which is smart that he did that as well. Because look, someone calls you to do a job, right? Let's say you was in the music industry. And let's say, I don't know, Dr. Dre calls you up and like, hey, yo, Marcus Speaks. This is Dre. What's going on, yo? Hey, what's going on, Dre? Yo, I want to tell you something, man. Like, I like your work. You know what I'm saying? Like, like the way you do your music. Like, I like how you compose. I got this album that I'm doing, and I need your help. Do you think you can help me? Well, I don't. This is just a scenario, but you know what I'm saying. I don't really like Dr. Dre's music like this, but I know it will be a good payday, so I'll be like, yeah, Dre, I'll help you out. So he's like, okay, cool. So this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna come to my house in I don't know, I guess he lives in Beverly Hills, I guess. I don't know. Come to my house in Beverly Hills Saturday, and we'll iron out all the small details about how I want to conduct this album. I'm like, all right, cool. I bring my stuff. I'll show you what I've been working on. So I fly to LA. I go to Beverly Hills, go to his house. His I don't know, his maid answers the door. Oh, Mr. Young has been expecting you. He's upstairs. Me personally, I'll be like, all right, well, I'll wait for him. I'll wait for him down here. Can you fix me something like a small snack or something while I wait? And let's say that the maid goes, no, no, no. He insists that you come upstairs. He's in his room. And me personally, I would be like, well, I don't need to go to his room. Like, I just need for him to, come down here so we can talk. You know what I'm saying? But for the sake of the scenario, so I go upstairs. I see that, every room up on the, upper floor is closed except for one. So I would expect, well, that's his room. So I go upstairs, go in his room, but I knock first. I'm polite. I have manners. Yo, Dre, it's Mark. What's going on, yo? Like, where you at? Oh, I'm in the bathroom. The fuck? That will be my reaction. The fuck? All right, yo, I'm gonna go back downstairs. I'll wait for you. No, 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 yo, come on in here. I got you. No, homie, we not doing none of that fuck shit.
Pause, nigga.
I'll wait for you downstairs. So, for the sake of the scenario, I go in the bathroom. This nigga naked. Oh no, nah, homie, I'm good. I'm good. Scenario over at this point, cause for the sheer fact that a grown man asks another grown man to come in his bathroom and he ass naked, nah, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Pause, nigga.
But then we get to talking on the lower the ground level of the house, and this nigga just start pulling guns out. So I'll be shooting niggas, yo. Like I just be doing shit. Like I just be, you know what I'm saying? I be getting away with this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just be getting away with it, yo. Like it's just shit that I be, you know what I mean? I just be doing. You know what I'm saying? I just got a lot of guns around here, dog. I'm just saying. So, you know what I'm saying, dog? Like I got all this wealth, I got all this power. Like nobody can stop me, yo. But anyway, like let's talk about the album. I will be gone. I'll be like, I will back up out the room first. I won't turn my back to this nigga. I'll be like, all right, dog. I'll catch you later. I got something to do. I'm still working on some stuff. What time you want me at the studio? I'll be there at the studio later on. This motherfucking article just said that this nigga be pulling guns out. Like on what? Like where on the planet Earth do you do that shit at? Like I don't understand. Um, let's see. There's hundreds of videos of so this picture having all this on camera. Like let's say he would wear shirts with pockets in them, and he would before he would talk to Diddy or anything, he would go to his phone, go to the camera app, hit record on the video function and just put it in his pocket and just record. He's seeing all this shit. If he has this evidence, if he passed off this evidence, then once this shit goes into discovery, all bets is off. Just saying. Now, hundreds of hours of video and audio recordings of Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. But hold on, I don't think I was there. Where did I? Much power in the music industry, law enforcement. Lawsuit says Jones in the lawsuit has video and audio evidence to support some of the allegations. The lawsuit says that Combs required Jones to record him consistently and that on several occasions Combs took Jones' cell phone to record himself. As a result, Jones alleged he has hundreds of hours of video and audio records of Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. Well, I wonder what this dude got. And will it go into discovery? If this is a civil lawsuit, so I'm pretty sure it won't. So, if they wanted to bring up criminal charges on Diddy, then I'm pretty sure that any lawyer will want to see that any not defense attorney. I forgot the other type of attorney. There's defense lawyers, and then there's whatever the lawyer is called on the plaintiff side. Anyway, any lawyer would want to see that, for the simple fact is that, look, if you got evidence on videotape and you got Diddy and he's touching these guns and you seeing all this illegal activity happen, pretty much a close possibility that Diddy could go down for it. But Diddy has been charged with a gun crime before, got off. He's been charged for the death of several people, for reckless endangerment. He's gotten off. So, it's what possibility would we have if he went through this trial, got found guilty, he had to pay the 30 mil. Will, the state of New York put a criminal trial on Diddy because of what was found in the civil trial? Who knows? Now, Jones says in the suit that he believes Combs also drugged him on February 2nd, 2023. He alleged he woke up naked, dizzy, and confused in bed with Combs and two sex workers. Oh, wow.
Pause, nigga.
Now, I got one question. Was your ass hurting?
Bruh.
Just ask. Just ask. Was your jaw hurting?
Bruh. Pause, nigga.
Because, with the implications in this lawsuit, you know what I'm saying? Diddy's a diddler, man. With two sex workers. In response to a request for comment, Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, used a Latin phrase, res ipsa loqui... Hold on. Res res ipsa loquitur, which loosely translates as the thing speaks for itself. That's that Latin legal jargon. Let's see. Things that speaks for itself refer to the lawsuit. Jones says in the suit that he was under an implied work for hire agreement and was not compensated for the songs he produced on the Love album. That's the reason why he's suing initially, is that he hasn't gotten his royalties yet. Plus, I don't even think in today's world and how music is distributed, how like the royalties will be distributed, because you know what I'm saying, like you got what you get, like $3,000 for every a million streams you get, or every what yeah, like you get $3,000 for every a million streams, and then people, you know, if people buy the album, you get that money. But then if Diddy had a loan, he has to pay that loan back. So, you know what I'm saying? Then after that, then that's when you start receiving your money. And every so often you'll get your royalty checks and stuff like that, just in case if, I guess, like if a movie wants to license the music on like the soundtrack of the movie, or if like a if like a commercial wants to use it, or he's getting his publishing checks from TikTok or Facebook or YouTube or stuff like that for using his music and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know how much he thinks that he's going to receive, but you know what I mean, like if he feels as though that he wasn't compensated the way he thinks he's supposed to be, then you know I see the issue. But let's see. As a result, the lawsuit says Combs' Love Records, Motown, and Universal Music Group were all unjustly enriched at his expense. The labels did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Combs has been sued by 4 women who have accused him of sexual assault. Cassie, whose legal name is Cassandra Ventura, said Combs physically abused her and forced her to have sex with male prostitutes while he masturbated. That's where Diddles was found out by us all, and recorded the encounters. Following Cassie's lawsuit, 2 other women, Liza Gardner and how the hell do you say this lady's name? Is it Joey? Schwa Dickerson Neal. I, that's how my computer said it. Schwa, Joie. Uh, have alleged in lawsuits that Combs sexually assaulted them. A woman identified as Jane Doe in court documents said Combs and 2 other men G gang R worded her when she was 17 and Combs was 34. Those 3 cases against Combs are still pending. In a statement in December, he denied all allegations, saying enough is enough and called the claims against him sickening. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of these awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth, he said in a statement. The mounting allegations stand to harm Combs' legacy and business empire, because he once the allegations with the Cassie stuff happened, which He paid that shit within like 12 hours. He stepped down from Revolt as the chairman or whatever. So, uh, with everything alleged, though, you would think since he paid that shit out like it was, you know what I'm saying? She came up with all that stuff, had the freak off stuff listed. He called up his lawyer, called up his accountant, he called up his probably his manager, and his assistant was like, I need all y'all over my house right now. They all came. He's like, look, I got a situation. Cassie spoke, and she wants money basically, and I don't need any of this stuff getting out in the public. Well, his lawyer probably was like, well, it's a legal document. It's been filed. The public can see this. So, the course of action, I would say, is to settle instead of going to court. So he was like, okay, well, can we at least talk to her team, her legal team, to see if we can come to an agreement of whatever amount. And then his lawyer probably got on the phone to his firm and was like, look, we need to get this out ASAP. We need to get, let's get her legal team on the phone. Let's see how we can conduct this without Diddy looking like a pure jerk, basically, right? So within like probably less than 12 hours, Cassie got her money. So, I'm pretty sure she's living good now, hanging out with her family. You know what I mean? So let's end this. Let's end this article. So after Ventura filed her suit, 3 of Combs' former artists expressed support for her. And that was Dawn. That was Dawn was one of them. Dawn Richardson from Danity Kane and Diddy Dirty Money. Um, I don't know who the other 2 was. So, I don't know if she was an artist, but Tiffany Red. And I did say I was going to get into Tiffany Red. So Tiffany Red, she's been on a tear. So last week I showed a video of her basically calling out artists for stealing publishing. One person she did not implicate in that, although she did name Zendaya, Seven Streeter, Tamar Braxton, and Beyonce. And then I think she did another video about Beyonce. But she came out over the week and started speaking about how she's about to sue Diddy because all of the songs she wrote for Cassie's second album has yet to be released. So, in the music industry, they call that shelving music. So he basically put all of her music that she wrote for Cassie on the shelf to never to be released. So since that has happened, Tiffany hasn't been paid for her work yet. So Diddy's basically playing the hurry up and wait game, basically, with Tiffany. So Tiffany's tired. She doesn't want to deal with this shit anymore. She just wants to move on with her life. She just wants compensation for her work and her time. So Tiffany announced in that video that she will be suing Diddy and she wants compensation for her music. But let's get to the spooky conspiracy side of it all. So I don't know if you guys watch Sloan Bella. Sloan Bella's been on a tear as well when it comes to this Diddy stuff. I believe Sloan Bella is a spirit medium. So she has, I guess, access through her ways of accessing the spiritual realm or whatever. And in several of her videos, she has been shown, or she has been showing herself speaking to a certain woman that used to be in Diddy's life, Kim Porter. So she basically goes online, she channels Kim. Kim tells her a bunch of stuff that she's seen. Now, like I said, this is all spooky and conspiratorial. This is to be taken with a grain of salt. Now, uh, so with her medium powers or psychic powers, Sloan Bella said that a woman with strawberry red hair will be the nail in Diddy's coffin. Well, a person who has red hair is I wonder if I can get this. Yeah, I'll do that. Hold on. Tiffany Red. Maybe I'll yeah, this is a good picture of her. So let me new window. No, I just want the photo. Um, um, all right. So this is Tiffany Red right here. So she seems to have strawberry red hair. And I don't have this on screen. I'm sorry. So this is Tiffany Red. She looks to have strawberry red hair. So Sloan Bella basically said that Tiffany Red is going to be Diddy's basically swan song, basically. And she's going to have I guess she's going to be the last person in all of this to I guess end Diddy, I guess. So I'm saying I'm not saying that it's true. I'm not saying that I believe it, but I am saying this. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. So how about we get into this lawsuit? Let's get there. All right. I would enlarge it, but due to time, I don't have that type of time. So, or can I? Let me see. I want to enlarge it for you guys just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But at the same time, I do not. Hold on. Where's my tools at? Let me zoom in on this. I need to bring that up a little bit more. All right. That should be good. So let me move over so you guys can see me. All right. So here we are. We're at the lawsuit. All right. So, let me get rid of the hide the toolbar. All right. So here we are. So this is Rodney Jones, plaintiff, versus Sean Combs, Justin Dior Combs, Ethiopia Habtem Marum, Lucian Charles Greenwich, Christina Coram. How do you say this person's name? Shalise Recording Studio, Love Records, Motown Records, Universal Music Group, Combs Global Enterprises, John and Jane does one through two, and ABC Corporations one through 10. I said 1 through 2 the first time. 1 through 10 here, one through 10 on the other one. So defendants. So this has a trigger warning, just like the rest of them. Trigger warning. This document contains highly graphic information of a sexual nature, including sexual assault. Additionally, these are graphic images of the aftermath of a shooting, redacted images of sexual intercourse, redacted images of minors, sex workers, and prostitutes, details of sex trafficking, and the illegal distribution of guns and drugs. So, plaintiff Rodney Lil Rod Jones, or Mr. Jones, hereby alleges as and for his complaint against defendant Sean Combs, Mr. Combs, defendant Justin Dior Combs, J. Combs, defendant Lucian Charles Greenwich, or Mr. Greenwich, defendant Ethiopia. I'm not going to say his last name again. Or Mrs. Hold on, Lucian Charles Greenwich. So why does Ethiopia? Oh, okay, Ethiopia is a woman. I thought it was a dude. Defendant Christina Coram, or Ms. Coram. Defendant Charles Shalise Recording Studio. CRS, Love Records, Motown, whatever. All right, let's keep going. This court has personal jurisdiction over the defendants under and consist with the constitutional requirements of due process. In the defendants acting directly or through his agents or apparent agents committed one or more of the following: the transaction of any business within state, the making of any contract within the state, the commission of a torturous act within the district, and the ownership, use, and possession of any real estate in this state. From September 2022 to the date of this filing, defendants have consistently and purposefully availed themselves of the privilege of conducting activities within New York City, thus invoking the benefits and protections of New York law. The return of these benefits and protections, defendants must submit to the burdens of litigation in New York. Okay, none of this is important. Let's move on. So, plaintiff Rodney Jones is an American artist and music producer. Mr. Jones resides in the state of New York and California. Defendant Sean Combs is a rapper and record executive, popularly known as his stage name Puff Daddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, Diddy, Brother Love, or Love. That's a lot of goddamn names. Let's see. Let's see. Mr. Combs, fame in the early 1990s. Within his record label, Bad Boy Records, he rose to prominence in the music and entertainment industry over the decades, and is regularly referred to his to as a hip hop mogul. Mr. Combs resides at 200 South Mapleton Drive, Beverly Hills, California 902, or I said 902, 90024. I thought Beverly Hills was 90210. Anyway, okay. I need to see who the hell this is before I even click on it. All right, let's go to it. All right. So, defendant Justin Dior Combs is the son of Mr. Combs and Miss uh, Hyton. Jay Combs was born. No one cares. Hold on. Before I continue, I've never seen a lawsuit like this. I've never seen where they get a backstory on these people, like at all. Like I've never seen where they did like a backstory on these people. Anyway, let's get into the shit. Okay, so that's Ethiopia. That's Christian Quorum. That's Lucian Granage. Okay, so defendant Motown Records is a record. Okay, defendant Combs Enterprise. What does this say here? Records. All right. So defendant and enterprise. Defendant Combs Enterprises is a derived portfolio of business and investments that include music, fashion, fragrances, beverages, marketing, film, television, and media properties. A uh, they have a principal place of business located in New York City. All right, maybe I need to hit that so this shit can act right. Uh, Rodney L. Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr. is from when he said, "No one gives a fuck." Let's move on. Let's get into the shit. Mrs. Jones is considered music prodigy. Okay, summary of events. Okay, here we go. Uh, from September 2022 to November 23rd, Mr. Jones produced 9 songs on Combs' Love album. Mr. Jones lived with Combs for months at a time, spending holidays, birthdays, and missing major family events. Mr. Jones resided at Mr. Combs' residence located in Los Angeles, California, New York City, New York, Miami, Florida. Mr. Jones also spent several weeks on a yacht rented by Mr. Combs in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Throughout his time with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones witnessed experiences witnessed, experienced, and endured many things that went far beyond his role as a producer on the Love on the Love album. The claims raised in this complaint have been corroborated through witness statements, audio recordings, and images that Mr. Jones has in his possession. Mr. Combs required Mr. Jones to record him consistently on several occasions. Mr. Combs took Mr. Jones' cell phone and began recording himself. As a result, Mr. Jones has secured hundreds of hours of footage and audio recordings of Mr. Combs, his staff, and his guests engaging in serious illegal activity. Mr. Jones has secured irrefutable evidence of the accusations, use, and distribution of ecstasy, cocaine, G, uh, GHB. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Ketamine, marijuana, and mushrooms. Um, the displaying and distribution of unregistered illegal firearms. Okay, I need to see where exactly I'm at all times, so I don't get shit fucked up around here. I don't want to get taken off YouTube. All right. So Mr. Combs provided laced alcoholic beverages to minors and sex workers at his home in California, New York, the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Florida. Mr. Combs, chief of staff Christina Coram, KK, instructed her staff to retrieve drugs so she can provide it to Mr. Combs and for his consumption. Christian Combs drugging and sexually assaulting a woman. Mr. Combs detailing how he planned to leverage his relationship with Bishop T.D. Jakes to soften the impact on his public image of Cassandra's lawsuit, Young Miami's cousin and or assistant sexually assaulting Mr. Jones, actor Cuba Gooding Jr. sexually assaulting and harassing Mr. Jones, rappers redacted on Mr. Combs' yacht, consorting with underage girls, sex workers, and R&B singer redacted in Mr. Combs' Los Angeles home, consorting with underage girls and sex workers. So, Shalice recording studio shooting on or about September 12th, 2022, Mr. Combs held a writers and producers camp at Shalice Recording Studio at 845 Highland Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90038. Present at this camp were Mr. Combs, his son Justin Combs, Justin's friend named G. Mr. G is a 30-year-old tall African American male. In addition to these individuals, other musicians were present at the camp. This writer has spoken to several musicians who the camp, attended the camp. One evening during the camp, Mr. Combs, J. Combs, and G were in a heated conversation. That that conversation was moved out of the studio and into a restroom adjacent to where Mr. Jones was sitting. Mr. Jones was Mr. Jones was approximately 2 feet away from the bathroom when gunshots rang out. Mr. Jones recalls hearing multiple gunshots. All right, so in the footnotes, let's see. All right, so here in the footnotes, you guys can't really see it all that well. So the first one, where you will see the Virgin Islands here, then 2 here, and then where's 3? 3 is here, 4 is here. There's 5 though. Oh no, there's 4. Okay. All right. So this is where the juicy shit comes out. So the writer spoke with several employees of the yacht rented my Mr. Combs by Mr. Combs. They said my Mr. Combs in the U.S. Virgin Islands, who personally witnessed defendant Coram instruct her staff, Brendan Paul, Frankie Stantella, and Moy Bond, spike bottles of champagne with ecstasy. 2. A complaint is forthcoming. Where's 2 at? Christian Combs drugging and sexually assaulting a woman. So that's E up here. And it's 2 at the end. And 2 says a complaint is forthcoming. So basically, they got to get Christian's account of what she said it never happened in a statement. Moving on, 3 would be right here. Rapper redacted on Mr. Combs' yacht, consorting with underage girls, sex workers, and R&B singer. So we'll stop there. So 3 is he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Well, we all know who the hell that is. None other than Freak Mill. Man, that damn academics is crazy. He called that nigga Freak Mills. All right. So 4 is right here, R&B singer redacted. Mr. Combs' Los Angeles home, consorting with underage girls and sex workers. So this says he is a Grammy award-winning R&B singer who had trouble with law enforcement after assaulting a Bayesian billionaire. Bayesian. So wouldn't that be Barbados? What?
Holy shit.
Are we talking about Chris Brown? The very Chris Brown. Y'all remember that story? I believe a woman came out and wanted to sue Chris Brown because she said she was sexually assaulted on a yacht in Miami that was at P. Diddy's home in New York on Star Island. Now, this shit gets good. Now, cause I didn't go, I think I got to maybe like page 10, I believe it was. I don't know if you guys remember that. I covered that, right? I forgot when I covered it though. Shit. When did I cover that? Because I remember covering something about Chris Brown in a sexual assault case, and the woman said that she was at P Diddy's home, or Chris called P Diddy, excuse me, and was like, "Yo, I'm in Miami. Do you think I can?" Well, that's not what happened, but I don't know what happened, but I do know the setting was they was at a yacht at Diddy's house, and the girl got essayed there. So, damn, I need to look that story up. All right. This Guardian article says Chris Brown sued for allegedly drugging and R-wording woman on yacht. A woman is suing the R&B singer Chris Brown for $20 million for allegedly drugging and R-wording her on a yacht docked at a property in Miami owned by P Diddy. Yo. Yo, 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 yo. Now, was that the very same day? Or was it another time? Because I remember covering that story. And I do remember it saying what it just said, that the boat was docked at P. Diddy's property in Miami. So, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of people are saying that this lawsuit is sloppy, but can we really say that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's all I gotta say. All right. So, all right, I need to watch my scrolls. Mr. Jones immediately went into a state of shock and feared that he would be shot next. Mr. Jones genuinely believed that he would be shot through the door due to how close he was. After the shooting ended, a crowd gathered around the restroom. When the door finally opened, Mr. Combs and Jay Combs exited. G was laying on the restroom floor in a fetal position, holding his stomach and bleeding out of his leg hip area. Everyone stood around looking upon G, frustrated by the lack of aid to G. Mr. Jones dropped everything, ran to G, and immediately began placing pressure on G's gunshot wound to his stomach. As he was applying pressure on his stomach, Mr. Jones realized that G was gushing blood from another area in near his leg hip. He decided to lift G and place him to sit on the toilet. Why? Like, why the hell would you do that? The dude's bleeding out of his hip, his upper hip leg area. Why would you then sit him on the toilet if he's gushing blood from his leg? Like, that's just dumb. Anyway, come on. Mr. Jones asked the crowd to call the ambulance. Mr. Jones lifted G and brought him to the ambulance at the studio's front. At this time, Mr. Combs and Justin disappeared to another part of the studio. Mr. Combs gave strict instruction to inform the police that he had nothing to do with the shooting. He also forced Mr. Jones to lie to the police by telling them that G was shot standing outside the studio by a drive-by assailant, which that would means that uh wouldn't that mean that now Lil Rod is implicated in a shooting? Because he became complacent with uh with Diddles a request of, hey, say I didn't do it. So that makes him complacent, of which that would also mean that he would be an accessory of he would be an accessory. So can Lil Rod get in trouble for this as well? Now, Mr. Jones dropped by assailant. Okay, what is this? Okay, so here's an article. Man shot outside party at Hollywood recording studio. And it says at least one at least one person was shot at a party at a Hollywood studio, police said Monday. Officers were called to 800 block of North Highland Ave at Will. I have no idea what this is. To check into reports of shooting at about 3 a.m. according to the LAPD. At the location, they found man had been shot after stepping outside the studio. The man in his 30s was taken to the hospital in stable condition. He was reportedly shot in the abdomen. Sky 2 was over the scene early Monday, spotted several people sitting outside the location being questioned by police. No information was released about the suspect, and it's not known if the shooting was gang related. Okay. So, all right, that's crazy. Okay, I can't show the next part, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take um I'm gonna take the document off the screen, but I'm gonna read it though. So, man, my mic's too close. Mr. Jones has the clothing he wore that day and believed it may still be the stains and DNA of G's blood. The following are screenshots of the aftermath of the restroom where G was shot by either Mr. Combs or J. Combs. So what I'm looking at on in this picture is blood on the floor. It's a lot of like hand towels, not hand towels, but paper towels on the floor with blood on them. There's blood on the toilet with I guess G's pants or whatever, and there's blood on the toilet, like I said. So clearly, G was not shot outside of the studio, as Mr. Combs instructed his team to report to law enforcement. Mr. Combs and defendants LR, MR, UMG, and CRS provides private security for the writers' camp at defendant CRS. The security was porous and lackluster at best. The fact that either Mr. Combs and J. Combs were allowed to enter CRS with guns and those guns were not confiscated by security is a clear breach of duty by Mr. Combs, defendants LR, MR, and UMG to protect Mr. Jones and the other attendees of this writing camp. But I would think this though, and y'all follow me. The reason why Diddy wasn't patted down or anything is because he's Diddy. Like they probably saw, he probably walked in, of which he probably already had his team get on the phone to schedule the studio time and stuff like that. So since they already knew that Diddy had, I don't know what, a 12 a.m., a 2 a.m. appointment to be in the studio, once he probably arrived and walked in, they probably didn't think nothing of it. Like, oh, it's Diddy. He's walking through with his son and a couple other people, whatever. All right, cool. And nobody was patted down. So that's probably why nobody got patted down for guns. So as a result of this shooting, Mr. Jones is seriously traumatized. Mr. Jones now suffers from PTSD, severe anxiety, depression, and insomnia. All right, so Mr. Jones, let's bring this back up on screen. Mr. Jones was sexually harassed and assaulted by Mr. Combs throughout his time living with Mr. Combs. Mr. Jones was a victim of constant, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus by Mr.
Pause, nigga.
Bruh.
Look, how? Like how? How, Sway? How? How, Sway? How, Sway? How in the fuck did Diddy access your anus, son? That's what I want to ask.
Pause, nigga.
I am asking another man about his own anus, but I'm just asking the question. How was he able to touch your anus? It doesn't. Okay, this is where parts of the story start sounding funny. Throughout the time, throughout his time living with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones was the victim of constant, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus. Did you have your ass cheek spread or something? Like, how in the hell
Pause, nigga.
Bruh.
did you allow this man to touch your anus? Now it says unsolicited and unauthorized, but how did he get access to your anus? That's all I want to know. It probably looks something like this. Hold on. Probably looks something just like this. Hold on. Let me get this on screen. Probably look just like this. Like, how did you allow the man to touch your anus? That shit's wild to me, man. That shit is wild. All right, moving on. These events took place in Los Angeles, New York, Florida, and the Virgin Islands. In addition to the unsolicited and unauthorized touching, Mr. Jones was forced by Mr. Combs to work in Mr. Combs's bathroom as Mr. Combs walked around naked and showered in a clear glass enclosure. As a heterosexual Christian man, I know that's right. Mr. Jones was uncomfortable with Mr. Combs's advances and expressed his discomfort to Mr. Combs' chief of staff, KK. Now, why wouldn't you just say it to Diddy? Matter of fact, scratch all that. Why was you in the bathroom to begin with? That's all I want to know. Why was you in there?
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
That's the only thing that I can say that was happening. That he was getting swallowed up. Almost dropped my vape. But yeah, this shit is wild, yo. And expressed his discomfort to KK. KK responded to Mr. Jones' complaint with, Sean will be Sean. The fuck out of here, bitch. KK also attempted to downplay Mr. Combs' groping of Mr. Jones's anus and genitals as friendly horseplay, stating that those acts were Mr. Combs' way of showing that he likes you. Somebody got a boyfriend. Say that. But for real though.
What the fuck was that?
Like, how the fuck is somebody gonna tell me that the reason why this man is doing this stuff to you is because he's showing that he likes you. He likes the horse, he likes the horseplay around because Diddy, because it's so fucked up for me to say. Diddy looks like somebody that likes to play with their food before they eat it. Oh shit. Just saying, yeah. Just saying. Despite these assurances on several occasions, when Mr. Combs began to undress and walk around his house naked, KK would say, "Okay, I'm leaving now," and she would disappear. KK's hypocrisy is breathtaking at best or enabling at worst. Mr. Jones believed that KK aided and abetted Mr. Combs' sexual assault of him and was working with Mr. Combs to groom him into accepting a homosexual relationship. Throughout these sexual deviant acts, one would say Mr. Combs has a pattern of practice of engaging in such nefarious activity. This ongoing conduct shows that Mr. Combs cannot be rehabilitated. So damn, that means they gonna lock. If they ever lock his ass away, they'll lock his ass away for good. Or as Dr. Umar would say, for good. So here's this next section. Mr. Combs attempted to groom Mr. Jones into engaging in gay sex. So Mr. Combs was aware that Mr. Jones looked up to and idolized music producer Stephen Aaron Jordan, or AKA Stevie J. Stevie J is an American DJ, record producer, and television personality. Stevie J was part of Bad Boy Records production team, The Hitmen. In 1997, Stevie J won a Grammy Award for his work on Puff Daddy's debut album. Was that Puff Daddy and the Family or No Way Out? I can't remember which one it was. Throughout the late 1990s, Stevie J produced for several artists, including Mariah Carey, Tevin Campbell, the Notorious B.I.G., 112, Jodeci, Faith Evans, Jay-Z, and Eve, of which he dated Eve, and there was a sex tape out with them two. But, you know, shit happens. Stevie J was one of the producers on the Love album. Now, I have to go off camera again with this because it's some shit that I can't show. Mr. Combs used access to Stevie J and his knowledge of Mr. Jones' admiration of Stevie J to groom and entice Mr. Jones to engage in homosexuality. Mr. Combs went so far to share a video of Stevie J anally penetrating a Caucasian male with a condom. Hold on.
Pause, nigga.
Bruh.
With a condom. This was done to ease Mr. Jones' anxiety concerning homosexuality. So now I understand why Stevie J moved to Atlanta. Say no.
Bruh.
I understand now. I understand. But Stevie J came out and said that's all a lie. Like, he wasn't having sex with a dude, but you live in Atlanta, around the entertainment industry in Atlanta. I put two and two together myself. Pause.
Pause, nigga.
So, just saying. Let's see. According to Mr. Combs, and this is quote of what Lil Rod said that Diddles said. This is a normal practice in the music industry. Look, even Stevie J is doing it. Look, Mikey, he likes it. I don't know if y'all remember the old Kicks commercials, but look, Lil Rod, he likes it. Anyway, Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper Redacted, R&B singer Redacted, and Stevie J. We'll get to the redactions in just a minute. Mr. Combs promised to make sure that Mr. Jones wins Producer of the Year at the Grammys if he engaged in homosexuality. The following are screenshots of the video of Stevie J anally penetrating a Caucasian male.
Pause, nigga.
That Mr. Combs provided to Mr. Jones. All right, so it says down here. Number 5, he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. That's Freak Mill. 6, he performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. So it says Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in sexual intercourse with rapper Redacted, Freak Mill, and then R&B singer 6, Redacted. So the only person that I know that's performed at the Super Bowl and had a Vegas residency is none other than Usher. But pause.
Pause, nigga.
When is my question? Because we gotta remember, Usher has gone on record stating that when he was a teenager, the guardianship was signed over to Diddy when he became when he got signed to LaFace Records. So there's also a video of Diddy saying, "Yeah, you know, this is like a little brother to me and shit. Yo, like we used to wake up. He used to wake up early, and then we used to wrestle for the cornflakes. It's like, what the fuck is he talking about?" And Kevin Hart just sitting there laughing his ass off because he understands exactly what the hell Diddy's saying. He can read between the lines of what Diddy was saying. Like, y'all used to wrestle for cornflakes. What the fuck is you talking about? And Usher just sitting there, just smiling, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We used to wrestle for the cornflakes and shit, you know what I mean? Shit. That's the reason I woke up early, just so he could wrestle with me, you know what I mean? That's what Usher was looking like. And what else? Yeah, that's it. And then did I get to 7? I don't think I got to 7. The following are screenshots of the video. Stevie J. Okay, I did say that. So this writer is in possession of the video and will provide a copy to the court. But Stevie J came out and said that's false. So we can only go with that. All right. So Thanksgiving 2022, Mr. Jones is sexually assaulted by young Miami's cousin on Thanksgiving Day 2022. 2022, yeah, Thanksgiving Day 2022. Mr. Jones was in Mr. Combs' house located in Miami, Florida. Young Miami and her female cousins were also present. Mr. Combs was intoxicated and offered cocaine to Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones rejected him and proceeded to walk to the restroom. While using the restroom, young Miami's cousin burst into the bathroom and began groping Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones believed that Mr. Combs sent her in there to sexually assault Mr. Jones. As she entered the bathroom, she dropped to her knees and began performing oral sex on Mr. Jones' exposed penis. Damn, you nasty bitch! Like, ew. Oh hell no! This boy pissing and you sitting there trying to suck on his dick. This is the way. I'm just saying, it's been done. All right, it's been done. You know what I mean? I've had a female do that to me as well. You know what I mean? I'm not against it. I'm not for it, but I'm not against it. All right, just saying. She wanted some pee in her mouth. That's all. Anyway, let's see. 6. Mr. Jones pushed her away and exited the bathroom. Young Miami's cousin did not accept Mr. Jones' rejection as she proceeded to follow Mr. Jones out the bathroom. She started undressing and attempted to straddle him and have sex with him in the presence of Mr. Combs and his staff. Now that sounds made up. All right. I can show this part. Ooh. Once again, Mr. Jones pushed her off to following are images from a video of young Miami, her cousin, Mr. Jones, and Mr. Combs. So Mr. Jones and Mr. Combs on Thanksgiving Day, right before Mr. Combs invited Mr. Jones into the restroom and attempted to force him to take cocaine. So this is Lil Rod here. That's Diddy talking to him. So that's Lil Rod on the left side. That's Diddy on the right side. Then This is Young Miami, her cousin, and whomever else was there. Young Miami and her female cousin who sexually assaulted Mr. Jones on Thanksgiving Day 2022. So, Trafficking and Victims of Protection Act. Throughout his time with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones was transported from California to New York, Florida, and the United States Virgin Islands. During this time, Mr. Jones was forced to solicit sex workers and perform sex acts to the pleasure of Mr. Combs. On or about February 4th, 2023, Mr. Combs forced Mr. Jones to bring prostitutes and sex workers back to his home in Miami. Now, where am I? I'm going to take this down until I know what the hell this is. I don't know what this is. Okay, so let me see what's next too. Yeah, I can't make out what the fuck that is. Okay, so these next three I won't show because I can't tell what the hell they are. So the sex workers that Mr. Combs forced Mr. Jones to bring back to his home on or about February 2nd, 2023. Uh, Incident: Mr. Jones believed Mr. Combs drugged him. Mr. Jones recalled waking up naked, dizzy, and confused. He was in bed with two sex workers and Mr. Combs. He also recalls aimlessly wandering around the house with no clothes on. Yeah, nigga, you was drugged, son. Diddy put the whammy on you, cuz.
Bruh.
All right, so sex workers in Mr. Jones' bed the morning after being drugged. Hold on. Okay. Okay. On another occasion in Miami, Florida, on Thanksgiving night of 2022, um, Mr. Combs asked Mr. Jones and forced Taylor to enter the studio bathroom. He asked them for $100 bill because he wanted them to do cocaine with him. It sounds like Diddy's is like oblivious of certain shit. Like he's inviting dudes in the bathroom with him, and he like, yo, you got $100 bill? He's like, everybody like, I don't know, I don't think I got cash on me. Really? Hold on, let me check. And then they probably like, nah, I got 50. And he probably like, nah, yo, I can only do this cocaine with $100 bill, nigga. I'm too rich for that shit. I'm Diddles, nigga. They call me Diddles, or however hell he would do that. But $100 bill, why can't you just be like a regular motherfucker and do it out of a $1 bill? Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? Anyway, Mr. Jones was scared, but luckily he didn't have $100 bill. Thank God. Whew. um, where am I? So Mr. Combs waited a little later to do coke with Young Miami. Later that evening, he required Mr. Jones to solicit sex workers from Booby Trap on the River, located at 3615 Northwest South River Drive. That's a place called Booby Trap? Anyway. Miami, Florida, 33142. Mr. Jones did so, and Mr. Combs forced him to engage in unsolicited sex with these workers. All right, moving on. Oh, it is a place called Booby Trap. So what is it? Is it like a strip club or something? As part of Mr. Jones' sex work requirement tools, Mr. Combs provided Mr. Jones with an exclusive bad boy baseball cap and required him to wear it to booby trap on the river as a signal to any sex worker he approached that Mr. Combs was in town and had sent Mr. Jones to recruit them. Mr. Jones had no desire to visit booby trap on the river. Mr. Jones had no desire to solicit sex workers from booby trap on the river. Excuse me, Mr. Combs used his power and influence to intimidate and force Mr. Jones into soliciting sex workers from booby trap on the river. As detailed below, Mr. Combs used many tactics to maintain dominion and control of Mr. Jones. Uh, uh, apparently, apparently, these workers were accosted to service Mr. Combs and would know that he is in town by the sight of the baseball cap. The following are Instagram photos of two of the sex workers that Mr. Combs required Mr. Jones to solicit and have sex with at his home in Miami. Now, I would say, although I can't see these women's faces, but they damn sure do got bodies.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Just saying. And nice ones at that. Let's see. Okay, I can turn it back on now. Mr. Jones had no desire to solicit or have sex with individuals in the previous paragraph. Mr. Combs used his power and influence to intimidate and force Mr. Jones into unsoliciting and sleeping with these women. The following is the phone number of another sex worker that Mr. Combs required Mr. Jones to solicit and perform sex acts with at his home in Miami. So I guess it says Shorty's name, booby trap, Miami or whatever. Following phone numbers. Okay. Mr. Jones had no desire to solicit. Okay, y'all said that already. Mr. Combs used his power, influence, intimidation, force into soliciting sex. Mr. Jones used many tactics to maintain dominion and control. He promised him a Grammy of the year for producer of the year. He offered him $250,000 to purchase all the instruments he wanted. He promised him ownership of his $20 million property, One Star Island in Miami, Florida. He promised access to record label executives like defendant Lucian Charles Granage and Ethiopia Habtem Murim. I guess that's how you would say her name. I have no idea. Let me see. Okay, I guess I can't do it here. Okay, doesn't matter. Mr. Combs would often switch up his approach. He would go from promising Mr. Jones the world to threaten Mr. Jones with physical harm. Because he wasn't okay with his advances. Like, hey, I'll give you this if you do this. And, Lil Rob's probably like, nah, I'm good. He probably was like, look, nigga, I'm Diddles, nigga. I'll fuck you up, Lil Rod. And, he probably got all, whatever. Where am I at? Mr. Rod switched pro, blah, blah, blah. Physical harm. Mr. Combs threatened to eat Mr. Jones' face and inform Mr. Jones that he is willing to kill his mother, Janice Combs, if he must, in order to get what he wants. So he wouldn't think twice to harm Mr. Jones. Sounds like a crazy man to me. So Mr. Combs and Jay solicited drugs, engaged in unsolicited sex acts with minors and sex workers. All right, let me turn this off real quick. Let me see what else is going on here? Okay, I went over that already. All right, so where I will stop is um I will stop probably around all right, I'll stop around part 129. Um so that's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages from now. So let's see. I'm doing something right now, so give me a second. Gotta look over some stuff real fast. But yeah, I'll stop at 6 pages from now. All right, my bad. Okay. So, can I show this on screen? What's that? Okay, so I'll show this back on screen. All right, so Mr. Combs and J Combs solicited drugs and engaged in unsolicited and illicit sex acts with minors and sex workers. On about July 2nd, 2023, in California, Mr. Combs had a listening party at his home. Present at his party was an R&B singer, Redacted, J. Combs, sex workers, and some underage girls. The event began at 7 p.m. Mr. Combs requested female sex workers and required Mr. Jones to solicit them. An hour later, several sex workers appeared. In addition to sex workers, there were at least 5 women in the crowd that were under the age of 16. Mr. Combs forced all the women to drink laced Deleon liquor upon information and belief Mr. Combs laced the liquor with ecstasy. Mr. Combs did not check the identifications of any of these underage girls. The presence of these underage women made Mr. Jones very uncomfortable. He attempted to leave. Mr. Combs forced him to stay. Mr. Combs went so far to take Mr. Jones' car keys to prevent him from leaving. I would have fucking walked. I don't give a fuck. After being forced to drink laced Deleon shots, Mr. Jones began feeling lightheaded and recalled passing out and waking up at 4 a.m. the following morning naked with sex workers sleeping next to him. Screenshots of video from the night is embedded below. So there was something redacted, but it wasn't this. Oh, okay. Present at this party was R&B artist Redacted, And Jacob. So it says he is Grammy Award winning R&B singer who had trouble with law enforcement after assaulting Bayesian billionaire, which is Chris Brown. Or be allegedly Chris Brown, I should say. This writer is in possession of the video and will provide. So that's Mr. Jones. Moving on. So you see the pictures of the chicks and the people that was there. Bottom picture is Justin Combs. Top left picture is Mr. Combs with underage female. And then middle picture is underage female. And then top right picture is of a sex worker. So Mr. Combs attempted to pass off Mr. Jones to Cuba Gooding Jr. Mr. Jones believed that Mr. Combs was grooming him to pass him off to his friend. This fear became reality when Mr. Combs introduced Mr. Jones to Cuba Gooding Jr. while they were on Mr. Combs' yacht. Okay, what's next? Okay, so this is Diddy and Mr. Somebody needs to suck that baby's dick. Suck that baby's. If y'all don't know what that reference is from, is of a video of Cuba Gooding Jr. at whatever party he was at with a Kentucky Fried Chicken bucket over his head, talking about somebody needs to suck that baby's dick. Somebody needs to suck that baby's dick. Anyway. During the introduction, Mr. Combs suggested that Cuba get to know Mr. Jones better. He then left him alone in a makeshift studio on the yacht. Mr. Combs and Cuba Gooding Jr. Moment before Mr. Jones is assaulted, as evidenced by a video of which screenshots are embedded below. Cuba Gooding Jr. began touching, groping, and fondling Mr. Jones's leg, his upper inner thighs near his groin, the small of his back near his buttocks, and his shoulders. Mr. Jones was extremely uncomfortable and proceeded to lean away from Mr. Gooding Jr. He rejected his advances, and Mr. Gooding Jr. did not stop until Mr. Jones forcibly pushed him away. The following is a screenshot of the encounter with Mr. Cuba Gooding Jr. So here we are right here. The picture that I showed you guys earlier, which I should blow up. Hold on. I'm going to blow this up. So that's the photo. Or whatever. So as I said, he was like stroking his inner thigh, looking at him funny, like, hey, what's up? You know, I'm Cuba. You know what I'm saying? I like long walks in the park rod. Low rod is what they call you. Well, I'm saying, I believe you was the baby I told everybody to suck they. No, I'm playing. I am playing. I am playing. All right. So, that shit was funny though. But anyway, the thought throughout his time with Mr. Combs, Mr. Jones was under an implied work for hire agreement. He was not compensated for. Okay, we already went over that. So as evidence, he listed as a producer for the following songs of on the Love album's final releases: "Deliver Me," "Stay Part 1," "Reaching," "What's Love," "Stay a While," "Moments," "Need Somebody," "Homecoming," and "Tough Love." A lot of these song titles sound suspect. Such as "Reaching," "What's Love," "Stay a While," "Moments," "Need Somebody," and "Tough Love." Just saying. They failed to compensate Mr. Jones for his work. Mr. Jones attempted to work with Mr. Combs to secure his publishing and royalty rights for the work he completed on the Love album. Mr. Combs only offered Mr. Jones 29,000 for 13 months, thousands of hours of work, and 9 songs that made it to the Love album. Ironically, Mr. Jones was willing to take 50,000, his publishing and royalties. Mr. Combs' self-serving greed would not allow him to pay Mr. Jones an additional 21,000. All right. So where am I at? Because I need to know where the hell I'm at all times. All right. So Mr. Combs' deceptive business practices became so bad that Mr. Jones was left with no choice other than to make a public plea on social media for Mr. Combs to pay him for his work. Which a while back, Lil Rod did put that post, and it was, I don't know if it was a viral post, but a lot of people was talking about it when, people who have podcasts and stuff. They reported on that. They reported on that, and they basically was saying like, "Yo, you know what I mean? Like Diddy ain't paying his artists, which is a common practice of Diddy's, and he's not paying this guy his royalties and whatever, right?" So, yeah, so that became public, and then this lawsuit came about. So, a lot of this stuff is coming full circle now for most people. And for Diddy, like a lot of this is coming full circle. Like a lot of these scattered stories are all compiling onto each other. Pause. Mr. Combs accepted business practice, pay him work. Okay, after publicly requesting that Mr. Combs do the right thing and pay him fairly, Mr. Jones received an onslaught of threatening messages from Stevie J and Love Records A&R DeForest Taylor. So these text messages from DeForest line 2 says, "You plan. I'm in the studio, some audio, 6-second audio. LOL, you 100% liar and weirdo. Good number still same. Run it to nigga. Come talk to me in public on a public podcast and forum." I guess that's what what's his name? DeForest Taylor was saying to Lil Rod. Mr. Combs used his power and influence to threaten and intimidate Mr. Jones. So according to Mr. Jones, Mr. Combs is very forceful and demanding. Mr. Combs does not take no for an answer and would often threaten to inflict bodily harm on Mr. Jones if Mr. Jones did not comply with his demands. As detailed above, Mr. Combs threatened to eat Mr. Jones's face. I eat your face. That sounds weird. On other occasions, while standing in Mr. Combs's bedroom, Mr. Jones was forced to watch as Mr. Combs displayed his guns and bragged about getting away with shooting people. Mr. Combs shared that he was responsible for shooting in the nightclub in New York with rapper Shine. He shared that artist and Mr. Combs' girlfriend at the time, Jennifer Lopez, aka J Lo, carried the gun into the club for him and passed him the gun after he got into an altercation with another individual. So the shooting in Shirley's record studio confirmed Mr. Jones' statement. These statements reinforced Mr. Jones' fear of Mr. Combs and strengthened Mr. Combs' dominion and control of Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones was terrified of Mr. Combs. He felt like he could not tell him no, or I would have just left. Mr. Combs consistently made it clear that he has immense power in the music industry and with law enforcement. Mr. Combs made it clear that his head of security, Fahim Muhammad, uh, also Mr. Muhammad, had the power to make people and problems disappear. Now, that's a wild statement. I would say that is a wild statement. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fahim, you know what I mean? He handles my issues just to make people, go away for a while, or if not for a long time. It's like, what? What are you saying to me? You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? So basically Fahim is Diddy's hitman. He's not part of the hitmen, but he's one of Diddy's hit. But he is Diddy's hitman. If you catch my drift. Mr. Combs instructed his staff to always contact Mr. Muhammad if they are even pulled over by the police in Miami or California. Upon information and belief, Mr. Muhammad spoke with the LAPD after G was shot at CRS. The LAPD was in CRS with witness and hold on. The LAPD was in CRS and witnessed the blood in the restroom, and they went with the bogus claim that the shooting of G occurred outside of the studio. This was all thanks to Mr. Muhammad's connections with law enforcement. All right, so let's move on. Because it's a part in here that I want to show that's going to tie everything up. I believe this is it. Okay, so writer was spoken, blah, De Leon, blah, 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 blah. All right, here we go. So defendant Christina Coram, or KK, is the Ghislaine Maxwell to Sean Combs' Jeffrey Epstein. According to Mr. Jones, during the 13 months he lived and traveled with Mr. Combs, he witnessed Mr. Combs display and dispute display and distribute guns from his bedroom closet in Miami, Florida, and Los Angeles, California, to questionable individuals dressed in all black. I have no idea what this next thing is, so let me take it down. Okay. It's that X, nigga. It's that ecstasy. According to Mr. Jones, during the 13 months he lived to Coram openly ordered her assistants to keep Mr. Combs high off gummies and pills. So defendant KK required all employees from the butler, the chef, to the housekeepers to walk around with a pouch or fanny pack filled with cocaine, GHB, ecstasy, marijuana gummies, 100 to 250 milligrams each, and Tusi, a pink drug that is a combination of ecstasy and cocaine. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And that's Tusi. All right, we'll stop that there. Because this all seems bad. Like, this all looks bad. But yeah, that's crazy, yo. Like, I can't even really, like, I'm sitting here in shock. Like, this shit's crazy. Anyway, I hope Diddy gets what he deserves in this. So what we'll do, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come right back with the random topics of the week. So the break will start right now. All right, we are back. Diddles is a menace to society. That damn Diddles. Anyway, y'all, let's get into tonight's random topics of the week. And tonight's random topics of the week overview is Corey Holcomb versus comedian Godfrey. And the Department of Homeland Security is placing a microscope on the Manosphere. So, people, Corey Holcomb is basically committing social self-destruction. Is basically what Corey Holcomb's doing. Um, so on this week's 5150 show that aired Tuesday, Corey Holcomb uh spoke more about Donnell Rawlins, comedian Donnell Rawlins. So while speaking about Donnell Rawlins, or before speaking about Donnell Rawlins, Corey Holcomb called up his good friend, or no, I'm sorry. Corey Holcomb started talking about. Let me get the picture on screen. So during the show, Corey Holcomb started talking about Godfrey, comedian Godfrey's co-host, in how can I say that? And former best friend of the late great so co-host on Godfrey's podcast, and Godfrey We Trust, and former best friend of late great comedian Patrice O'Neal, Dante Nero. So the week before, on Godfrey's podcast, Godfrey spoke about Godfrey and Dante spoke about the whole debacle of of um not Godfrey, of Corey and Donnell Rollins' encounter with each other when Donnell started shouting on stage, or shouting towards the stage, towards towards Corey, when Corey basically said that, you're mild, you're not a hot comedian and all that. So Godfrey's show, Godfrey's members only show airs directly after his podcast that airs around like 10:30 or so. So 5150 airs the same day on Tuesday, but it airs around, and I'm saying these times because this is the times that it comes on for me. 5150 comes on around about like 11 or so, on the East Coast. So so Corey started talking about he brought up Godfrey and Dante, and he started posting pictures of Dante and saying that, he was a stripper and all that. Everything that Dante has disclosed himself various times being on Godfrey's podcast. So Corey thought he could dig at Dante for being a stripper. So as well, Corey started talking about how he basically went back on his claims of, if you have been in more than 3 movies, then you probably, has done fellatio to like a Hollywood exec or something. Which I told you guys last week. If you watched last week's video, hold on, before I get into that, So if you guys don't see last week's live videos, because I had to re-upload it as a regular video. So, so this is what I did, and this is real quick, so we can get right back into the topic. So the website I used to stream, I forgot when you delete a video from here, it deletes over on YouTube as well. So usually when I schedule my shows over here, I do a duplicate just in case we get taken down over here. So I don't have to remake anything. I can just hop right back into that one, start streaming, and be like, hey y'all, they cut that stream. I'm over here. So so that video was reposted on basically my regular videos tab. So anyway, so Corey proceeded to start calling Godfrey out and calling him gay and all kinds of stuff because Corey believed in his mind that Godfrey and Dante was taking Donnell's side. And this is some of the back and forth of what happened, of which Godfrey's producer Mike told Godfrey while they was filming the basically the after show, which is for members only. Basically said that, hey, Corey's talking about you on his show, call him. So Godfrey calls Corey, and this is what happens.
Ashley Larry, they said he a beast. I'm not talking crazy to y'all, Godfrey or Dante, but in my opinion, you took his side. Hell no, Godfrey calling me.
Oh, yay! Yay!
Let's see what the nigga want. I'll be back, bitch. Yeah, what's up, man?
Hi, Godfrey.
Yeah, Darlene said hi. What's up?
A couple days ago, right?
Yeah, we had already taped. Yeah, we taped it last. Yes. Yeah.
And I said, Donnell is funny to me. Donnell is funny to me.
But that's okay. I ain't got nothing against y'all thinking he's funny.
Because I like some of this.
But Godfrey, answer my question. I want to make sure it's clear.
Yes, sir.
When you called me and talked to me,
yes,
had you already recorded that show?
Yeah, I did. Because how many days ago? I called you, what, 4 or 5 days ago? What?
All right. So hold on. Shout out to Mike, and I forgot the young lady's name that produces Godfrey's show. But I believe this is all Mike's doing. So shout out to Mike. Mike cut this perfectly of the back and forth because, like I said, Corey was on his show live, and Godfrey was filming his members only after show. So usually once they go to break, once Godfrey goes to break, that's when I switch over to 5150 or whatever on Tuesdays. So when Mike cut this video came out like yesterday or something like that. He cut this shit beautifully. So this is the back and forth basically of the conversation that happened between Corey Holcomb's 5150 show and Godfrey We Trust podcast. Here we go.
Because we tape on Tuesday. Did I call you after Tuesday?
Yeah, you called me Wednesday morning or
Wednesday
Tuesday
morning,
night.
right? And I said I ended up being right because Dante said, "Yo, Godfrey, you was right." I said, "I told you." Corey didn't just start that shit. I said it was some bitch ass shit that Donnell is fucking interrupting you on stage. And I said,
okay,
I think Donnell.
Godfrey.
What?
Godfrey. Well, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Why did you guys have? Who is that dude? The white dude. The white dude who was reading from off camera.
Shit.
Oh, we got our
He's the
producer. Mike.
Tell him I said I don't want none.
Yeah.
Is that your room?
Mike said, "Tell him I don't want none." Because I believe Mike watches 5150 as well. 5150 is a popular podcast. I believe it's ran a course of going towards the Manosphere, which is kind of fucking it up, but we'll get more into the Manosphere pretty soon. But Mike basically was like, hey, I don't want none. So what Corey was asking is, hey, who was the guy that was reading the shit off camera because, you know, he got a problem with what was going on. So here we go.
Roommate.
What? No. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you a question, Godfrey.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking you a question.
Yes, sir.
Do you live with a Caucasian male that's gay?
No.
Oh, hold on. Did you used to?
Never. Why?
What?
Who said
Godfrey,
that?
it's Corey.
I've never met. Why would I live with a Caucasian man that's gay?
That's what you told me. You said your roommate.
All right, so lots of times in this video, Corey is going to move the goalposts. Plenty of times he will move the goalposts because this is why. Because Corey has it in his mind. Yeah, I know all the truth and the secrets of entertainment and the niggas that motherfuckers tell me about. So I'm gonna tell all the truth on my show, and it's nothing but the truth, because half the shit be a lie, and he just be running with it due to his what did GMS say, that the dude was a pedophile, the Corey's showrunner or whatever. So anyway, with that, we won't bring his ass up because I ain't trying to argue with fat fake niggas. Anyway, so basically, Corey runs with all the information that this dude gives to Corey. Corey runs with it on his show, and it should be false half the time, if not all of the time. Just like this. But please pay attention to what Godfrey says, all right?
He was gay.
Are you out your goddamn mind, Corey?
What my God.
I've never done. When? I've lived with a woman, a black woman, which everybody knows. What are you talking about?
Godfrey. So I'm crazy. You ain't never told me you had a roommate and one day he had some girls over and y'all was fucking.
Oh, no. Listen,
what happened with the girls when the girls were over with the gay guy?
When I lived in Harlem, I lived on my own. The story was Modi, my friend who's gay.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was fucking with women at the time. We had these two girls that wanted to go, they wanted to fuck. So I was like, yo, Modi, check it out. Let's go to my house and we can smash these chicks, because I live in a brownstone. You could be in the living room with her and I'm gonna go to the bedroom. And so when they started arguing, the girl wouldn't give up the shit. He started arguing. I came out the bedroom. I go, what y'all arguing about? Then he goes, that's why I suck dick. I don't know how you deal with these women.
All right. So to basically tell a little bit of backstory, which Godfrey already told, but like I said, I watched Godfrey's podcast. So backstory is, they were, I guess, at like a nightclub or somewhere. They had just finished some sets or whatever at some comedy clubs. They had some groupies, and Godfrey basically was like to his friend Modi, which is a Jewish guy. He said, hey, Modi, let's take the chicks back to my brownstone back in Brooklyn, or Harlem, sorry. And, we can get down. You can take the living room. I'll take my bedroom. Y'all can do what y'all do. I do what I do, right? And then I guess Modi was trying to get up on some ass. The girl was bullshitting him. And he got mad and was like, fuck it. Like, this is the reason why I fuck with dudes anyway. Like, y'all bitches are a tease. And the girl was shocked. And then when Godfrey got out to the living room, was like, yo, what the fuck's going on? What are you doing? Like, what's up? He was like, this is what you deal with all the time. This is the reason why I suck dick. And Godfrey was like, "What? You're gay?" And he starts laughing because he didn't know. So, you know what I mean? Like, which is understandable to me. Like, if I'm chilling with one of my homeboys and we got some girls over, I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? You do your thing here. I go to my room. And then I'm hearing arguing while I'm trying to get down. And I come up and I ask what the hell's going on. And he like, yo, fuck this bitch. This is the reason why I fuck dudes anyway. I would be in shock. I would be like, what? And then I would laugh too. I'd be like, yo, because look, everybody got a gaydar. And when I was growing up, one of my friends, people thought that he was homosexual, which he wasn't, but he did. I would say he had a soft personality. Let me say it like that. He had a soft demeanor about himself, and I would and to any end when people would ask me, "Yo, is your homeboy gay?" I'm like, "Nah, he cool. Like, I mean, he fuck with bitches. Like, he ain't gay." They be like, "Nigga, you sure?" Because that nigga be acting hella sweet. I'm like, "Nah, yo, he cool. Like, leave him alone. Like, he just, you know what I mean? He just soft around the edges. That's all. Like, just leave him alone. He good." And that would be that. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't originally from here, so it's niggas just trying to get information of who he was, and I'm like, nah, I've been hanging with this nigga since last school year before it ended. Like, he cool. Like this is my homeboy. His brother cool too. Just, you know what I mean? Just get to know him. You know what I mean? And everybody will get to know him, and they go, "Oh yeah, he cool. He cool to the motherfucker." Like, he just had a soft demeanor about himself. That's all. Like, my homeboy was a pretty boy. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he put like gel in his hair and the you know what I mean? He did a lot of what is it called? Um he did a lot of metrosexual shit. Like, he wore contacts at a point in time. Um, this nigga started wearing button-up shirts a lot at a certain time, and like dress slacks and whatever. And I didn't mind it. I was just, I asked, "Nigga, is you going through a crisis or something? What's up?" You're like, "Nah, it's just the way I want to dress now." I'm like, "All right, cool." And that was the end of it. So I can understand Corey's thought of you had a gay roommate because he heard a story wrong. But to outright say that this nigga had a gay roommate, come on, Corey. You know this. You know Godfrey. You've been knowing him since you was a teenager. How you just gonna up and say somebody had a gay anything? But anyway, let's continue.
That's the
But
story.
wait, Godfrey, let me get this right. Okay, let's just say I got the story wrong. But I do want to get this right, Godfrey.
Yes, sir.
You went with a gay man who felt like fucking some bitches that day to your place and y'all fucked some hoes. I just want to get it right.
No, hold on. He came out after the fact because, him being Jewish, he had to hide it. He came out after. That's why I told you my friend gay. He's gay because he's come out years later. Do you understand?
Hold on, wait, Godfrey. But you said after he got into it with the bitch, he said, "That's why I suck dick." So is that when you found out he was gay at that moment?
No. I started laughing because it was like, what the fuck? So he told me on the spot. That's why I sucked dick. And I laughed because I was like, yo, what the fuck, Modi? Because I didn't have a fucking gay roommate. What's wrong with you?
Godfrey, that's what, okay, let's just say I misunderstood it. Let's just say that.
You did misunderstand. Like, look, like I said, Corey moves the goalposts a whole bunch of times in this conversation to the point of he started to look bad on his own show when Godfrey started to explain himself. So all of the things that Corey was thinking that they were correct, probably by way of that fake fat nigga, or the fat fake nigga, I should say, really. He basically was trying to egg Godfrey on to basically say, well, you had a gay roommate to, I guess, insinuate that Godfrey was gay, and then we get to there as well. So here we go.
Let's say I misunderstood it, but hold on, Godfrey. I'm trying to make sure it's clear. I'm trying to make sure it's clear. So you went to your house with a dude to fuck some bitches, and you found out he was gay later on.
On the spot. That's right. And this is like 98.
Even though he said, after he got into it with the bitches, he said, that's why I suck dick.
And I said, damn, you're gay? And he's like, yeah, but I can't tell any. I'm bisexual. I was like, God damn, dude. And I laughed because it was some funny shit.
Godfrey from Chicago. There is no bisexual, brother. There's only dick in the ass or no dick in the ass.
But if I find out on the spot, is it my fault? Is it my fault?
You can't blame Godfrey for that. That's like saying it's my fault because what? That's like saying it's my fault because a girlfriend of mine crashed my car. I wasn't in control of the car. The only thing I would be to blame for is to allowing her to drive. But if I allowed her to drive my car, that means I wanted her to drive my car. So, yeah, in a way, yeah, it is my fault, but in a way it's not because maybe I didn't feel like driving. So, if I don't feel like driving and she's an able-bodied person to drive, okay, here, take my keys. Go ahead and drive. But if she crashes it, it's not my fault. I'll have to pay for it, but it's not my fault. So how is it Godfrey's fault that he's finding out on the spot that his friend Modi is gay? It's not his fault. So like I said, Corey's delivery and tone and insinuation started to fall short, and the chat room goons was getting on his ass. Pause.
Is it my fault? So you so
yes,
Corey,
it's your fault.
If you go on 5150 and say Godfrey gay, you a fucking asshole. You're an asshole, Corey. Because I'm
talking to you while my show going on.
Listen, first of all, I don't even read for gay roles. So I don't even know.
Your first role on Soul Plane, your name was Gay Man.
It was gay.
Once again, moving the goalpost. He went from y'all was siding with Donnell to didn't you have a gay roommate to your first movie role was your name was Gay Man. Okay, Leslie Gayman. Like, yes, that was his character's name. He doesn't have control or any pull to say to the producers or the show or the movie showrunner or whomever, the writers, can you change that last name to something else other than to Gay Man? Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, Corey just keeps moving the goalpost. This shit is wild.
Gayman.
Yeah. Oh, it was Gay Man. My fault.
That's right. And what did I say
Godfrey,
in Soul Plane?
stop!
What did I say in Soul Plane? What was my line?
I didn't say what your line was. I just said your first role when you got Soul Plane, you was Gay Man, the pilot, right?
Now I'm a gay dude on Soul Plane.
No, that's what I'm saying. Godfrey, these are just facts.
Man, fuck out of here, Corey. Fuck out of here. My nigga. Like, this nigga Corey just be okay, he talking shit, but at the same time, he believes the shit that he believes.
Man, you cleared up the roommate shit.
But
you cleared up the roommate shit. Now it wasn't a roommate. It's just Y'all went
why
over
do you
there,
think
and after y'all fucked the bitches, you found out he was gay.
Now, Corey,
Let me just get this clear with you, Godfrey.
why do you think I had a gay
please,
roommate?
I'm not trying to talk over you, but I have to make sure you hear this. Godfrey,
no, you
you brought a
misinterpreted.
white man to your house and said you didn't know he was gay.
I didn't know he was gay, dude. This is 98, bro. This motherfucker came out like 15 years later.
So that would be 10 years would be 2008. Another 3 would be 9, 10, 2011. He would have came out that he was that he would be homosexual. He would say, "Hey, I'm," he probably, since he's a comedian, he probably came out on stage, "I'm a gay Jewish man," which is, not ironic, but an oxymoron or whatever the hell he would say in his set. So it's like, is that still Godfrey's fault that he didn't know that? Not understanding here, Corey. Make me understand. That's all I want to know.
Do you understand?
So he didn't come out and say he was gay till like 2013?
Yeah, because he kicked out of the synagogue.
He was fucking chicks.
He was fucking chicks, bro.
He was fucking chicks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because he was a cantor in the synagogue. He couldn't tell them motherfuckers.
Puffy fuck chicks.
What you just say?
Nobody knew he was gay.
They didn't know he was gay, dude.
He didn't come out.
What's wrong with you?
Later.
Godfrey, okay. Godfrey, I'm wrong. You didn't know he was gay.
Yeah.
No,
you just
wrong,
went with him
sir.
to smash some bitches. All right.
Wait, no.
But
Don't you go make a new episode. And
I want you to know, even if you are gay, I still like you.
You son of a
my
bitch.
God,
You are my friend, Godfrey. I just want you to know.
All right, so let's get to Dante. Let me start talking to Dante. Let's get to Dante. So right here.
You're gay, Godfrey. All I can say is the company you
I didn't.
credibility is it. Well,
Hey,
y'all
that's
didn't.
why I
I
fuck
felt
with
like
Corey.
you took Ashy Larry's side on the
we
show.
just
We
said he
did
was
not. I
Yes,
think
y'all
he's funny.
did. The
Donnell
one
Rollins is
brother,
funny
what's
to
his
me.
name? Dante?
Dante.
Brother
He was
Dante
funny.
said my credibility is in question. That hurt me a lot. But I don't take it
Dante said it. I
personally
didn't
where
say
I
it.
hate.
Well, look,
Hold on.
Let me
Hold
speak.
on. Let Dante speak. Go ahead.
I didn't know the whole Corey.
What's up, Dante? This
I
is the
didn't
first
know
time
the-
we talk.
We hung out from back in the days with Patrice. But anyway, look, I didn't know the whole story, right?
Right. And what did I say?
didn't know the whole story, and you said that he wasn't funny. Yes,
I said on stage,
he was
Dante,
mild.
where everybody heard it, he's mild. Did you
Okay.
see him?
Which to a viewer, that would say to us that Corey thinks that Donnell isn't funny. That's how we would take it. We're not taking it in face value or understanding what you're saying on stage other than with face value. You saying he's a mild comic, basically saying that he's not funny. That's what we heard you say, but at the same time, we didn't also understand what you meant. So it's not our fault that we're not understanding what you're saying. It's your fault for not clearing it up of what you meant. When you said that he's mild and all this other shit, we don't know what you're talking about, Corey. Like, you have to explain yourself. You did a bad job last week explaining yourself. So everyone who's a chat room goon basically went off of you saying he's mild to attack him with, when his special came out, that he's mild. That's what everybody was spamming in his comment section on his social media, that he's mild. Your special was mild. Like, they basically was voicing their opinion by way of Corey of how they felt about his special. Let's continue.
His special?
Yeah,
I didn't
thought
see
it was
it.
good.
So you saying that's beast mode?
No, I thought the special was
Right.
good. I thought the special was good. Was a good special.
I don't think his special was trash.
I
don't think it was trash.
I didn't see it.
I think it was mild.
You think the special
got to
was
fuck
straight
with.
trash?
You got to fuck with opioids to laugh hard at that shit.
Look, okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
Look,
let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Out of all of the specials on Netflix, his was the worst special?
no, his special was funny. I did not say his special was not funny. I did not say he wasn't funny that night at the Laugh Factory. But Dante, he's a mild comedian. He's not beast mode.
I can't say that, man. I've seen that nigga rip, and I used to do.
All right, that's enough of that. So basically, in a nutshell, they feel the way how they feel. Godfrey and Dante, they feel as though that Dante's funny because last week when I explained to y'all, he started as a heckler first. That's how he got his start into comedy. He started as a heckler first. Then someone approached him. I guess management approached him at the comedy club he was at. I think in DC, and they were like, "Hey, do you have a set?" He's like, "Nah, I've never done comedy a day in my life." They said, "Look, come up with a set. Come back next week." And he came up with a set. Came back next week. Rest is history. So, but as you can see, Corey changed up lots of times in there, and I don't really understand why. So to further explain some stuff, because I was gonna play that video, like a little bit of that video, but it was taken down probably by Godfrey's production team. So Wednesday night, Wednesday night, Godfrey came on live on his YouTube to further explain how he felt about the whole back and forth. So Godfrey basically said that it's weird that Corey kept bringing up because I didn't explain this. So after they hung up the phone, Corey kept going in on Godfrey probably for another 10 more minutes after they got off the phone. Basically calling him gay and, Godfrey, you done 70, you did like 60 movies, you could be gay and all this other shit. And, I guess after it was done, Godfrey caught wind of the episode. He watched the rest of the part after they got off the phone before Corey started talking about Tasha K. Because Tasha K just released on her website some information, because Corey and Tasha K is going back and forth too. I'm not gonna cover that because it's beyond it's beyond fuck shit. It has to do more with Corey calling his daughter a bitch and all this other shit, and then that spiraled out of control, and then his daughter told Corey's daughter told Corey that she was gonna go to Tasha K and start all this mess and all kinds of shit, and then it's just a bunch of foolishness going on with that. So I'd leave it alone if I was them. But Tasha K has put up some audio from an interview that she did with his ex-wife, of which he's going through a divorce now with, which I believe this is the reason why he's attacking everybody. That's my main thing of me thinking why he's acting the way he's acting, because I feel as though that he's acting the way he's acting because his wife is divorcing him, putting him through the ringer with that, and he's at his wit's end with it. So he's socially destructing in front of us because he can't control the inevitable. You know what I'm saying? He came on his own show saying that he cheats on his wife and bitches be calling her and shit like that. That's his words. So the only one to blame is him. Oh, Corey, if the fat fake nigga sends you any of this, I'm a big fan. Anyway, so yeah, so Godfrey came on his live a day after, Wednesday, well, really Thursday morning, really. He came on. He came on to his live, and he basically was clearing up his side of the story of everything. So basically, he reiterated, yeah, my friend Modi that's came on my podcast many of times. He came out to me gay. Godfrey has told that story like 3 times, twice without Modi and once with Modi, or once without Modi and twice with Modi. And Modi confirmed, yeah, I was trying to get some pussy. The bitch was acting crazy. We started arguing, and I told the bitch it's the reason why I fuck dudes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what Modi said. Um. So yeah, if y'all ever go into Godfrey's playlist, do So if you go into Godfrey's playlist, go to playlist and then go down to in Godfrey We Trust podcast tab. It looks like a square with his logo on it. Click onto that. If you go down far enough, you'll see an episode with Modi. They bring it up, they talk about it, they explain what happened, and then the show goes on. But yeah, I believe Corey's socially self-destructing. Godfrey told his side of the story of what he felt and how he felt about what Corey said afterwards about him. He didn't like that. Like, it's how are you like, this is me talking about Corey. How are you talking about a guy that you've known since you've been like 16 years old? Although Godfrey's like a year or two older than Godfrey. No, I'm sorry. Godfrey's a year or two older than Corey. Because Corey, I believe, is the same age as Godfrey's younger brother. So it's like, how are you saying this stuff about this guy that you've known all your life? So for me, that's like, oh, Corey likes to backstab. And that's the type of guy that he is. He'll backstab anybody he knows. Well, it's been shown on the show several times. Zoe, Marcus, Grady, Darlene every week, and who else? I believe he rubbed Freeze the wrong way too, because after a while, Freeze stopped showing up. Because Corey did get a little lippy by calling Freeze's cousin, which is a I think she's a PhD. Um, you can see her on 13, the movie about black men being incarcerated on Netflix. That's Freeze Love's cousin, and she's wrote a book about this shit. Like, she's a very prominent scholar in mind of our time. So he called Freeze Love's cousin the bitch, and Freeze got with him. It was all in fun, but after that, I believe Freeze was like, "This nigga's crazy. This nigga is crazy." But shout out to Freeze though. Freeze, where's Freeze Talks at, or what was your other podcast called? What is that shit coming back out, yo? Like you need to start doing more podcasts, man. Freeze Love is a funny individual. So let's move on, yo. So let's get into this last topic of the random topics portion. And I get this article from Reuters. And I believe I was supposed to play this at the end. Play that at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna play that at the end. So so I get this article from Reuters, and it says the United States identifies Manosphere as a violent threat. Ooh. So, people. misogynistic extremists like the incel or who murdered two women, injured. Hold on, I gotta handle some shit back here. Yeah, so some misogynistic extremists like the incel who murdered two women and injured four more at a Florida yoga studio present signs that can be detected to reduce the likelihood of violent crime. A new U.S. government report says the finding came in a national threat assessment released by the U.S. Secret Service on Thursday, based on a case study of the 2018 shooting at a Tallahassee hot yoga studio, where a 40-year-old former U.S. Army officer opened fire and then killed himself. Hatred of women and the gender-based violence that is associated with it requires increased attention from everyone with a role in public safety. Uh, the report said the Tallahassee killer fit the profile of an involuntary. Hold on. Involuntarily celibate or incel. Uh, for short, men who are unable to achieve a romantic or sexual relationship to which they feel entitled, the report says, also known as anti feminism, incels can espouse a specific type of misogynistic extremism. They communicate with each other through the online manosphere with an array of forums that promote male dominance views, uh, ext- extreme ideologies, and anti-woman hatred and sexual uh, objectification of women, and calls for violence. The threat is represented not just in high profile cases, but in more common crimes such as stalking or domestic abuse. Responding to the threat requires collaboration from law enforcement, the courts, mental health providers, and advocates working against domestic violence and hate crimes, the report said. Because besides the more obvious displays of extremism, uh, misogyny, a potential attacker may show signs of trouble through other behaviors, including despair, a need for belonging or connection with others, and a desire for attention or notoriety. The report said the Tallahassee shooter, a self described misogynist, had raised concerns for years from his parents, employees, classmates, the military, and the school district where he was a substitute teacher. Well, damn. If all of that was going on, why the hell did y'all not get him apprehended? Even the damn military said that he was an issue. Why didn't they put him in jail? Anyway, I believe this is the end for the Manosphere. That's just me. I believe that this is the end of the Manosphere because once the Secret Service and CIA and FBI starts putting a microscope to y'all are pretty much done at this point. So fresh and fit, y'all better y'all better get to where y'all don't have females on the show no more. Andrew Tate's already been booked and thrown in jail, so he better chill the fuck out. Rolo Tomasi, he's married, but he still spews these views. Coach EO, he better change his um his content. Who else? Donovan Sharp, you better change your content. Minister Jep, you better change your content because the FBI and Secret Service is and probably CIA fuck it. The federal government is looking into y'all, and that's just not the black manosphere. That means the manosphere in a whole. So, hey, y'all better get yourselves together. But I want to play a little bit of this video. I'm not going to play all of it because I am an hour over time, and I want to see what this video has to say. So it says Mapping the Manosphere, a social network analysis of the Manosphere on Reddit by Kelly C. Fitzgerald, December 2020. Co-advisors Sean F. Everton and Christopher J. Callahan. Approved for public release. Distribution is unlimited.
Me what y'all just seen right here. And I hope the Trio Logic, I sent Trio Logic the original video that's in the description box. There are two links that are in the description box. One is the video by C Over. The other one is the Twitter account that is displaying all of what I've been telling y'all was going on. Been saying this for years. Been saying this for years now. See, but back then, when this was shown, when I told y'all that this was going to happen, oh, Big J, that's a nothing burger. Oh, Big J, you're a punk made, dot, 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 dot. It's right here in front of you, right? But if you go into the second link that's in the description box below, and I would show you, but it's on my Twitter account. It's on Twitter, so yeah, I'm not gonna show you who I am on Twitter. But here, let me read what it says, and it's by a person by the name of BS.
But that's stupid, though. You're telling people to click the link because it's on your Twitter, but you don't want nobody to know who you are. Just want to be a disembodied voice. But then if they go to your Twitter, then they'll see who you are. That makes no sense to me. But hey, man, that's how he wants it. That's how he wants it.
X on X. That's the Twitter account. Let me read the post here. And I sent this to Trio Logic, and I hope Trio Logic, if she's,
Could you get on with the shit?
She knows who I am. It's just current today. Just current in this year. Anyway, let me start. Restart this. Massive. U.S. Department of Homeland Security had paid nearly $700,000 to counter terrorism NGO to intercept and divert Twitter traffic away from specific individuals in the manosphere. The Rational Male, which is known as Rolo Tomasi, Fresh and Fit, which is on Twitter. The Twitter account is Fresh and Fit Pod, and Collaborate, who I don't know who this person is, among others, were specifically named as targets. DHS TP granted funding was given to Arizona State University, home of the McCain Institute. The purpose of the
Now, McCain Institute, which is named after the late Senator John McCain. Or hold on, is John McCain dead? I don't want to kill him. Hold on. I do believe McCain died, but I need to check this. Okay, he did die. He died August 25th, 2018. Whew, thank God. But not thank God to that, but thank God that I didn't lie.
Grant was to design a native tool to use on Twitter to effectively suppress individuals in the manosphere by diverting their audience away from their content towards encounter messaging content, websites, podcasts, and creator incurred by the McCain Institute to
All right, so just to sum up what he's saying, basically they're saying that uh if you go and search for these individuals, it'll send you somewhere else. So like more of a female positive uh content creator or Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X page, like it won't send you or give you results for like Rolo Tomasi, Fresh and Fit, Myron, or I forgot the other nigga name, um, Walter, or Minister Jet. Like it won't send you to their pages. It'll have it to where it'll divert you to someone that's more female positive instead of female negative like them. Now, I can't really say that they're female negative, but the shit that they spew do be negative. So,
to counter hate speech and misinformation. The United States government has named the Manosphere as one of the biggest terror threats facing the United States.
now that right there is crazy. The United States government is saying that the Manosphere is one of the biggest threats here in America. This is why. I give you guys why. Because the Manosphere doesn't have older uh older viewers. Their demographic is like from 10 years old, maybe 11 or 12, but let's say 10 years old to like 22, 23. And you got to remember, if they're having an impact on that group, you got to remember from 10 to 18 you're in school. 10 you're what? In the fourth grade, fourth or fifth grade, and then let's go on with the other ages up until 18. You're in elementary, middle, and high school, and they're affecting it's more all of them are affecting these young minds. Now, for some of them, you got guys that are a little older, probably in their mid 20s to probably early 40s, who are probably incels, who, can get up on a date or, you know, never could get up on a date because they don't have the conversation skills to get a date. Um, so we got to look at it like this: those stay-at-home moms or those moms that are on their kids and what they watch or they check what their kids watch. You know what I mean? So it's like if the United States government is saying this about the manosphere and that they're running amok and they're causing issues in this country to the point of where we have to surveil them. Whew. If I was them, I would turn a total 180 on my content. I would not be talking about men this, women that. Nope. It's either trending topics of pop culture figures, video games, or politics or nerd shit, whatever that could be. I would veer totally away from this. Men are better than women, and women aren't shit. Today's society of women are this. Nope. You're not getting me locked up or putting nothing on me. I'm going the opposite way. So, but damn, yo, this is crazy that the United States government are surveilling them. That's wild.
They claim that this broad network is a main cause of extreme isolated acts of incel related violence. You know what? I'm gonna send this to Tyrone Thompson too. I want him to talk about this too. TRS. The the confliction. Oh, I'm sorry. The conflation of incels with the broader manosphere as a justification for targeted counterterrorism ops, which can include aggressive surveillance and censorship, is a part of a disturbing trend. The ever broadening definitions of terrorism and extremism put forth by the United States government pose a very real threat to the constitutional rights of all my citizens. Even worse, the grant application and the resulting report suggests a large scale collaboration of tech giants, NGOs, and the United States government agencies to design and implement tools to counter the hate and misinformation by deterring, diverting rather, web traffic away from specific individuals and communities deemed harmful. What is harmful content according to the US government? White supremacy, anti government views, foreign terror organizations like ISIS, and the Manosphere are the top four terror threats according to the McCain Institute.
Damn. They're the top four? So, the terror watch list, they got ISIS, probably what's that what's the people over in Gaza? I forgot their names, but they probably have been added to the watch list. You know, domestic ones like the KKK and all of that, they're probably on that terror watch list. But right there, number four, I don't know what number that they are, but the Manosphere is in those groups of terror organizations. Now they went from, we don't really have to hear much more, but we went from them uh wanting to help men and stuff like that to being a government. Basically, the government is probing what the Manosphere is. That's basically what's happening. That's wild. Well, that concludes random topics, but real quick, before we go, speaking about the Manosphere, there was a concert that happened in London, and a young man's girlfriend hopped on stage with the act that uh was now I gotta turn that off. Hold up. All right. Cause I gotta turn the sound off because it's the guy's song that's playing in the background. But this guy brought his girlfriend on stage, and this is what happens. Now he's singing some song called like Bend or something. He reaches for the girl to come on stage to dance with him. She's doing all this fuck shit, and she got a boyfriend, right? She walking upstairs doing all kind of shit, dancing and shit, dancing freaky and all that. All this shit, bending over, he touching on her, and then a veil drops, and this happens. They humping. She down by his dick. He bending her over and shit. Now her boyfriend's here somewhere. Hold on. Because this nigga looks distraught. There you go. Hold on. There you go. Shaking his head. Would you show this nigga in despair? That is wild. Jumps on him and everything. God damn. Hold up. Damn. There it go. There it go. That nigga is looking distraught. Like, I know this bitch ain't get up on this damn stage and embarrass me. Homie is I believe the story is that they broke up and then the girl came out and stated her case about what happened. And I believe her words was it was harmless, you know how girls would say when they're dancing with their favorite artist. Oh, it was harmless. He had nothing to worry about. Like I only danced, that was it, and whatever. And yeah, that he was seen, and I should show this. He was seen. He was seen walking out of the place, looking just crazy. Look at him. That nigga is sick. That nigga is sick. He was like, man, my girl that got up there and just gyrated her ass off on that nigga. I'll never get none of this at home. That's what he was saying to himself. Like, this shit's crazy. But, you know, that's what happens when, you know, you take your girl out for a nice time on the town and, you know, she shows her ass. That's why they say you can dress them up, you just can't take them out because they don't know how to act once they're outside. So, everybody, thank y'all for coming by. That concludes tonight's show. But before we go, we'll do a show summary. So, spoke about this whole Diddy situation and how he's out here being the diddler that he is, uh, embarrassing other artists such as Meek Mill or Freak Mills, as DJ Academics calls him. And yeah, that whole thing is just that shit is crazy. That shit, man, that shit is crazy. I hope more comes out because Meek, he Meek all here talk threatening motherfuckers online and shit. Nah, nigga, you did it. Just stop. You know what I mean? Now you feel bad that you had Diddy diddle you and you can't do shit about it now because it's all out in the open. Anyway, then I spoke on the whole Corey Holcomb and Godfrey situation. Like I said, Godfrey made a video like Thursday morning, uh, well Thursday midnight of you know how he doesn't understand what Corey was doing and stuff like that, and how Corey needs to chill out. Um, he said he spoke to another fellow comedian. What the hell is that comedian's name? It's a female gay comedian. I forgot what her name is. It's something J. I forgot the person's name. Something J. What the hell is this woman's name? Sam J. Sam J. Because Godfrey said him and Sam J was talking, and about this whole Corey talking about gay people, and he said, and Sam J said that she believes Corey is gay because when you keep talking about something for too long, it could mean that you're hiding something, and I don't oblige. I feel like that. Like when you speak about something for too long, you might be guilty of something. So you know what I'm saying. With all him saying, all these people is gay in the industry, and all these comedians is gay, he could be trying to cover up for himself. So because he was looking like a pink starburst Tuesday night, so maybe he went over his man's house so his man could unwrap him. Anyway, this whole Manosphere thing being in the eyes of the United States government. Hey y'all, look, I don't agree with nothing that y'all say, but I'll be damned if I don't say this to y'all. Do yourself a favor, take a year off from this shit, from this woman, that shit. Fresh and Fit, quit having females on y'all show, and start talking about y'all. Do y'all's other podcasts full time where y'all talk about finances and stuff like that. Leave the how men should better themselves out of it, because you're being probed right now. So I would chill out. And then with that woman disrespecting her ex-boyfriend, hey, bruh, I ain't never been through it, but I feel for you. All right. So everybody, that has been tonight's show. Let me play the theme music and let us get on out of here. So people, please follow my voice if you could. Every Friday, this here podcast comes on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch me at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fridays, every Friday. Also, once I get at a hiatus for Saturday stream, whenever I find a game that's worth me playing, because Helldivers doesn't seem like a good game I'll play. Pal World doesn't seem like a good game I'll play. What else is out? I've already finished all of the top games. The reason why I stopped streaming Suicide Squad is because it was getting bad reviews. So I was like, it's not worth my time if no one's gonna come by and watch this. So I just stopped playing it on camera, and I finished it off camera. It was an okay game, but now I'm at the point at the end of the game where I gotta do other things to catch like 9 other brainiacs or whatever. So it's not worth my time doing that. Nor am I paying a service to play game. Hell with that. Not spending any money on that damn game other than what I spend for it to play it. But that's just me. So whenever a game comes out that's worth playing, I'll make sure I come right back here and start streaming back on Saturdays. So people haven't already subscribed to this here channel, Marcus Speaks, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon also, so you can get notifications when I go live or when I post a video. And then do me a favor, go into the description box, find the Rumble link, hit the Rumble link, subscribe to me over on Rumble. I would like to hear from you guys over there because I want to start streaming over there as well. So if you guys could do me that favor, go ahead and follow me over on Rumble. If you ever want to come up here and come talk to me, you can. The link is always posted in the live chat as well as the phone number as well. You can always hit me up at the link that is posted there, or you can call me at 302-283-9791. I repeat, 302-283-9791. But with that comes rules. You must be on camera at all times. Make sure you turn your camera on and you turn your mic on when the prompt comes up on your screen. As well as, if you don't want to be shown to the public, that is fine. There's always a question back here in the private chat. Leave your name, leave your answer, and I'll accommodate you from there. If you could, once you come up, mute all background noise or find a nice secluded spot in your house that is quiet. Please use corded headphones when calling me for a better audio experience for myself and the audience. So make sure you guys do that for me. And lastly, all I got is please like this video, subscribe, hit that bell icon to all. Comment in the comment section once this video is done, and share the stream to your social medias, friends and family, and whoever else would like to see something like this. People, let's get to the money because we all know money makes the world go round. We need that guap, that moolah, that skrilla, that chicken, whatever you like to call money. Please get to the money because we all know money makes the world go round. Drink more water for health purposes. You drink mineral water, coconut water, whatever water you think is deemed best for you for health purposes. Mind your own business for mental health purposes because the more you know about somebody else's life, the less you pay attention to your own. So make sure you stay out of people's business and get back to yourself, building yourself back up, become a better person. And if you don't believe a damn thing I said tonight, do your own research. Helps you out in the long run. I have been Marcus. This has been Marcus Speaks. People, I thank y'all for watching, and I'll check you guys out next Friday. All right? Peace out, y'all.